streets with diamonds in our eyes. Out with the vampires under a midnight sky. My mind so hypnotized. It was exciting. It was the 90s. Mama didn't understand it, and Daddy always said that I was going too far. Said there's never any compromising if you try to win the battle to be who you are. I danced to the left, I danced to the right, hold hands with my demons and creatures of night, on an undercover mission to find somebody else like me. Is there anybody out there? Is there anybody out there? Someone who can hear me and drink from the light, to see things from the same side. Is there anybody out there? 5 years later, I'm out with the same old faces and dead end places. Things kept going wrong. I'm getting to thinking my daddy was right all along. So if you take a little walk on the wild side, be careful that you never slip your hands from the wheel. There's never any compromising when you're blinded by reflections from the part of you that's real. I dance to the left, I dance to the right, hold hands with my demons and creatures of night, on an undercover mission to find somebody else like me. Is there anybody out there? Is there anybody out there? Someone who can hear me and drink from the light, to see things from the same side. Is there anybody out there? I dance to the left, I dance to the right, hold hands with my demons and creatures of night, on an undercover mission to find somebody else like me. Is there anybody out there? Is there anybody out there? Someone who can hear me and drink from the light, to see things from the same side. Is there anybody out there?
What's up, everybody? Monday, another week. Another week to get through, my friends. Hope you're ready for a hype one here. We're starting off hot. When I say hot, I mean not hot at all. Pre-stream time coming at you. And I will not, absolutely under no circumstances, will be watching Fall Out. I mean, we might check out the first couple minutes, but I don't got time for that nonsense. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, you know, in WPIG, we like to take you back in time. Going back in time. So let's start with that. Before we get to the pre-stream, it is live, but he's not saying, he's, you know, it's just music, so fuck it. But back in the day, 2014, we're going to take you back to 2014. Philip had two games that he was playing Fresno Layton, and he was hyping up this game. All right, hyping it up as much as possible. And he was using, as you can see, as you do, a lot of caps there, right? You see a lot of caps. And obviously that's something that people do on YouTube, but like it's relatively tame, right? Just putting caps to get people excited about your playthrough. Whatever. Neither here nor there is what I'm saying about that. But Philip had vehemently said he would never do that. He would never clickbait, would never use uppercase letters, would not dunce lure, you could say. He never said those words, but that's what he meant. No dunce luring happening. So, when Philip started doing that in this playthrough, some people in his chat, you know, brought that point up. So, how do you think Philip handled that? With grace, compassion, and understanding? Of course, right? Well, let's check that out. So let's go for the start of this. So of course, you know, we're talking ancient history, so I have to go off of images that are saved on the internet. And our story starts here today with Philip saying the point here is I don't use titles in all caps as clickbait at all. Optional Super Boss says that's proof you hate your fans, Phil. You caps a word. That's him. Nods. That's him. This Optional Super Boss is on Phil's side here. But Soup, the person that was kind of questioning it, says, is it all caps or not? And he's talking about these two titles I showed you. They are not, in fact, all caps. I mean, the bottom one especially kind of is, but we'll move on positively. Souphole says, yes. It's the video where Archfiend made his first video about you. Now, unfortunately, that video is gone. The Archfiend is someone that over the years is still on YouTube, by the way. He's kind of a smaller dude now, but he would make videos about other YouTube personalities. He has a few videos on DSP still up today. Something about DSP e-bagging. I mean, this is a 10-year-old video about DSP e-bagging. So there we go. But unfortunately, the video in question today is not there for whatever reason. But anyways, moving forward positively. It's the video that Archfiend made. First video about you. Okay, what the fuck did I try to allow? He's trying to allow someone to post a link. This other person, isn't it pretty much the same thing though? It was done to get attention. He's talking about that title I showed you. Dig Wuggy says, I do remember DSP trying to milk views with epic rage in caps. Silent Warrior allowed Souphole to post a link in chat. Darkside Phil says, thank you. Dig Wuggy, just come on. But yeah, it's what you're talking about. Let me go to the next thing. The link is now posted. DSP response, no, it's not the same, Nate. It's not done for emotional emphasis if I do a few words in a title. I've never done an entire title, if you haven't noticed. Again, I do want to enter this into the record. This was done at this point. It does appear to me that you could say that was all caps, but that's neither here nor there, Your Honor. We're going to move forward positively. What about the one Soup just posted? That's in all caps. Blah, blah, blah. 6 whole words in caps. Okay, 6 whole words in caps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess he's not counting A. Okay, we'll give him that. Is that what you're saying? Blah, blah, blah. Darkside Phil said, I see lots of uncapped words. Lots of Spaghetti says, I think Loop is right with this point. Souphole says, yeah, the game title is not in caps, of course. So Darkside Phil says, yeah, that's right. It's a huge title, and people see the game title first. Okay. N King says, titling a video Epic Rage, even if it's not the full title, is clickbait when the whole video is fake rage to get views. Darkside Phil responds, the caps emphasize an exciting part of the playthrough. It's not clickbait. It's what viewers asked for. You asked for this. You asked for caps lock. Never forget it. Supol says, it's a huge title, yet it didn't get a lot of viewership. Okay. Darkside Phil says, I don't fake rage to get views. This resulted in a timeout of both Nanking and Supol. Gust says lies. Darkside Phil says, okay, so I took care of it. Back to normal convos now. If you question the king, you get timed out. You guys need to look up the definition of the word all. So I cured it with my brain is trying to claim that Philip is correct. He didn't caps lock every word of the title. Darkside Phil responds, says, I banned Gust because his entire word was in caps as clickbait. By the way, the word in question there is lies. Ostrich Head in the Sand says, in fairness, Phil, a lot of titles and tweets about new videos are written to attract viewers. Darkside Phil responds, these guys are so lame. Next up, Killer Beast says, watch your DuckTales video titled Epic Rage and tell us that is genuine rage, Phil. Even your own fans that watched that at the time called you out for it. It was fake rage with a clickbait title to get views. Darkside Phil responds, yeah, that discussion is over. We know there are no lifers. Okay, so as usual, bring up a good point that he can't refute, and you are met with the conversation being over. Anyways, Darkside Phil says, Killer Beast, unless you're psychic, you don't know if any rage was legit or not. I saw it was. He means I say it was. So deal with it. That subject is already over. And isn't psychic... Okay, so what exactly does a psychic do? In my mind, psychic is someone that can see the future. But I guess maybe I'm wrong about that. Is psychic someone that can see inside the mind of someone else? Maybe he's right. Oh, God. All right, hold on. Philip's talking in chat already about Cammy. Yes. Punk. Oh, shit. Get out of here. Yes. Punk used Cammy. And yes, used the corner loops to win. LOL. Funny, the exact thing that kicks my ass online. Just one Evo. Cammy, by the way, was the 4th most played character on there. Not the most played character by any means. Was played by Punk, a legendary player. No matter what character he would choose to play, I'm sure he'd play it pretty well. But nonetheless, we move forward positively. Killer Beast, unless you're psychic, you don't know if any rage was legit or not. I say it was. So deal with it. That subject is over. Last one. If you're going to talk shit, have factual proof to back it up. You can't argue that I use capital letters for any particular reason because you're not me. You can never win that argument in a court of law. You can speculate for your own subjective purposes, and you'd be wrong because you're not me. So remember, this was all started because Philip decided to say I didn't put a title all in caps. And Philip's defense to that was, I didn't put the title of the game in caps. So there you go. There's your ancient lore dive from 2014. The thing you come to expect here in WPIG is worthless drops of lore. Just like that. So I hope you enjoy. All right, anyways. How is the chat of DSPs doing? That's how they keep the best players down, Phil. Good LARP there. Blah, blah, blah. Pattern play at Evo. Let's see. Cammy's thighs, though. Okay, anyways. Oh, yeah, so by the way, big ups to people saying the same thing. Yeah, in the top 128, how many Cammys was there? That's what someone needs to be saying if you have an SOK account. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, a good bit of Blanca's in the top 32. It's just, we're just get ready for that shit. If you're not ready to hear about Street Fighter, I recommend you leave because that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. Yes, Jim Dancing, that is what happened. That is unfortunately what happened because we're going to hear about it today. Damn. But again, it was not the most played character at all. But he's going to present it as such. You know what I mean? But anyways, moving forward positively. You want to see the might you want to see the DuckTales? Because that is kind of funny. DuckTales Rage. Here we go. DuckTales Rage. Epic Rage Within. Yeah, Epic Rage, not really.
Thank you for re-upping your membership. I appreciate that.
This is very bad, so I'm not gonna watch this long, but
Bunch of assholes. I had to pay $3 extra to play the game. You know, it's not. No, 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 it's not fair. No. Oh no. Oh, no, I'm playing like shit. I'm so angry. No.
You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
I can't believe this happened to me.
oh my god.
I have to replay fucking Transylvania. No, no.
Yeah, the music is kind of ruining it. No lie. Let's get the original.
Ugh.
Epic Rage Within. Epic Rage.
No. I have to replay fucking Transylvania. No.
There you go. Unfiltered rage.
No. Fuck, no. No, you stupid flower. Fuck you. You stupid snake. Fuck you. Fuck you, bee. Fuck you, you stupid gorilla. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you.
What the fuck is
everyone.
this?
Fuck you. Another fucking stupid coin. Fuck that. Give me this. Fuck you. Fuck that. Fuck this.
Oh my god, it's worse. It's worse like raw.
Fuck shit. Dicks, cocks, ass, balls. Fucking dirty, disgusting, unwashed taint. Bullshit.
That's the classic. I've heard that clip before. He said the thing. Listen.
Fuck. Fuck shit. Dicks, cocks, ass, balls. Fucking dirty, disgusting, unwashed taint. Bullshit. Can't believe I have to redo Transylvania.
That was so after the fact, too. It's incredible how after the fact that was. Nope.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you.
All right, let's see if the comments call him out. I'm like 50-50. I'm a show ashamed to have something like this in my history. Guess I better go drink bleach. That might help me forget what I just watched. I guess that was approved with 44 upvotes. Congratulations. Bugged rage mechanics. This is horrible to listen to. You are not a good streamer. You are not the fun kind of angry. So this is the one he let comments on his channel without him allowing them, clearly. This is like that gross generic brand of DSP you found at the corner store. Oh, man, some good stuff in here. I've never seen such rage within my life. Like, my face is melting off from the sheer hatred Phil is displaying for DuckTales Remastered. Is this the video Jim Sterling made fun of? Oh, did he? I know he made fun of Philip in general, but I've not seen the Jim Sterling making fun of that particular thing. Jim Sterling. So if you've ever seen, Jim Sterling did a parody of DSP, and I believe it was not so bad, actually. Let me play it for you. It was okay, I believe, but I haven't seen this in so years.
How do I play this game? It sucks. The people who coded this shit are fucks. I've been stuck on this level for like 3 fucking hours, and I still don't know the buttons to use all my powers. The only way I got...
Yeah, like, he put effort in this. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is effort. This is a rhyming parody. Like, who's doing that? I don't got time for that.
Past that last fucking stage was exploit bug mechanics. I just want to rage. It's not my fault I died. This controller is lagging. I want to expose the devs to a round of teabagging. Oh, there's a lady on screen in this bit. I just want to zoom in on her big fucking tits. Want to touch my damn scrot. Motorboat, 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 motorboat. Gah! I died again. This game's fucking cheating. And no, it's not because I'm too busy tweeting. And I just died again? This game's so fucking bugged. I spent 60 damn bucks on this game. I've been mugged.
Like, I mean, that's, like, not bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's pretty good. Plebes in the house is the thumbnail is so unbelievably cursed. I like. Big ups, Plebus. Legend. Uh-oh, Philip's here. Just sat down. Doing a lot today. Oh, are we doing a lot today? You mean you're going to talk to the screen and pretend you're having a conversation? We have a lot of options for the next game. Or games, and I have some ideas. That's the 44 seconds left. Let's go. 1 minute left, actually. Less than 1 minute.
Ooh, tits, ooh, tits, ooh, tits, ooh. Wait, I gotta do more of this poem? What do I do? I don't know how to rhyme. Poo, poo, poo. Oh, wait, I gotta use words that sound alike. So I gotta exploit buggy English. Big motorbike. This is dumb. I'm so sick of this shit. This poem is glitched. Solid Snake just got hit. Oh my god, I am done. I can't even describe. But if you like my video, please like and subscribe.
Fell off a little bit. First half was really good. First half was amazing. Let's check out this, though. His rage when he played Catherine was pretty hilarious, too. He got so mad that he threw the controller after he died at stage 5 a shitload of times. Fakest rage I've ever seen. This makes me never want to watch another DSP gaming video again. It's not entertaining. It's just crap. Panda Lee must be one hell of a drug. Oh, by the way, Snoot said something, and I do want to check on this. So apparently, we got to hurry up with this because I know he's going to start soon. On the last night's Daily Wrap, Leanna took some strays.
Good evening, everyone. Phil
Let me
here,
search
and
the
welcome
transcript
to the Daily
here.
Wrap for what was Sunday, the 21st of
Is
July,
that possible?
2024.
How is Leanna
Full
taking
React Day
strays?
today, which was great. Although we did have some unexpected stuff that happened right before my show started this morning, and I had to talk about it in politics. Okay?
Ex-girlfriend.
Let's talk.
Oh my
Pretty good
God.
day.
Here we go.
Started just moments after our current president, Joe Biden, in the United States announced he is no longer, including Kojima, Dark Souls Rage.
Okay, here we go.
Said there's 3 things that people hated me for over the years. The Dark Souls Rage Quit and Review, me playing Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3 HD and making fun of the games constantly, including Kojima, and basically my ex-girlfriend, who they all hated, right? And so because of that, like, those are the 3 things that people used. Oh, that's the catalyst of why I don't like Darkside Phil, and that's what started popular opinion to turn against me during that time period, and people started doing "this is how you don't play" and a lot of hateful content towards me. That was the catalyst of it, and it's weird.
What was that 3 again? Hold on, let me get back farther. I'm sorry. I need to go back farther to get what he's talking about. Okay. Why are we talking about this old shit? We're 2 minutes in the video. Okay.
Of Dark Souls that I did right after I stopped
this
playing.
This is a daily wrap.
I literally say the reason I'm quitting the game is because I feel like it's too difficult and too much work.
Oh, he's talking about why he rage quit that game. Okay, now I know a little bit about the context.
The investment I would have to put into it to beat it, I'd come and enjoy the stream and not like. Want to play more games? You know, as a variety YouTuber, I had Batman: Arkham City, Skyrim, and many other games coming out around that time period that I wanted to focus on. I didn't want to be locked up endlessly playing
so he's
Dark
trying
Souls
to justify a rage quit that is 10 years old. Okay,
out of it as I had
we got
hoped,
it. We got it.
Having to replay so many links.
You don't have to justify 10 years old rage quits.
Kind of annoying to me.
Okay, got it.
And I thought that I had explained it pretty matter of fact and pretty fairly. In fact, in that review, I review Dark Souls very positively and give it an 8 out of 10. Yet I remember distinctly in my head that was one of the pieces of content that I put out that people over the years gave me a lot of crap for and started to hate me for. I actually said, there's 3 things that people hated me for over the years. The Dark Souls Rage Quit and Review, me playing Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3 HD and making fun of the games constantly, including Kojima, and basically my ex-girlfriend.
Oh, wow.
Hated, right? And so because of that, like, those are the 3 things.
Oh, well, you'll expect to see that on Twitter because that needs to be shared. 2000s. How many people are we sharing? How many people can we... How many girls in Philip's life has been thrown under the bus? And I think it's everyone now. We've thrown our mom under the bus multiple times. Thrown Kat under the bus multiple times. Thrown Leanna under the bus multiple times. And another one. Big ups, dude. Great job, dude.
That's the catalyst of why I don't like Darkside Phil.
An ant. Oh, don't forget the ant.
Popular opinion to turn against
me during that time
period, and people started doing "this is how you don't play" and a lot of hateful content towards me. That was the catalyst of it. And it's weird because we watched it back, and I'm scratching my head. I'm like, I don't understand it.
As I'm scratching my head now,
insulted it. It's not like I actually rage quit it. I didn't really. It doesn't seem like. It seems like it's a misconception that's formulated over the years from something that literally didn't happen. And it's funny because you actually read
not funny
the video comments, right? And some of the highest voted comments are from people saying, he's a casual, he's a casual, he's a casual, he's a casual. But then in the review itself, I outright say, if I'm the kind of guy that if I want to invest time into something, it's because it's competitive.
Yeah,
like
you probably said that in minute 37 of a 50-minute review, and people probably didn't get there, brother. Just an idea. Okay, not starting even though we're there.
Competing for Street Fighter, or I'm going to play Call of Duty, right, and enter a tournament. Then that's why I want to invest so much time into it, to learning it, because it's competitive. Dark Souls isn't competitive. So I don't care to spend all that time to invest in it to get good at it and beat it. I want to play other games. And people literally say, whoa, casual, casual, casual. Like, yeah, but that's not a bad thing. I literally said that in the video. I'm just not that kind of person. So it just seems to me like, again, there's certain games that have polarizing communities. And this one was like, if you're not a fan, a fanboy.
Like, oh, yeah, Leanna. She has a polarizing community behind Leanna. The Panda simpers and the Panda detractors.
Of Dark Souls, you're just a filthy, casual piece of crap, and we hate you. And that was one of the turning points for me. Dark Souls, Metal Gear Solid,
You're gonna say it again?
And my ex.
We're saying it again?
Things that turned everyone against me, and it's crazy to think about it now, because now we're doing things like these retro replays, or excuse me, retro reacts, and we're kind of seeing it from a different perspective 13 years later. Like,
we are saying it again.
Really what happened? Like, he didn't like this game that had such a rabid fan base, and that fan base turned against him. Then it happened again.
All
and
right,
that fan base turned against him. And then
crafting a tweet the second the stream ends.
Stock of the internet.
Yeah, get her in here.
So anyway,
get her in here.
It was great. We had a great time together.
KJS.
The Dark Souls 1 retro
XJS
is now done. Really enjoyed doing that. Thank you to everyone who joined me over the last 5 months, because if you remember, we actually started like back in, like, what was it, February? And we've been going back to it every once in a while, and now we finally finished it because I was
been
doing
here the whole time.
DLC. So what perfect timing to
what perfect timing to throw Leanna under the bus
and now finish the retro react to Dark Souls 1 today. It was like absolutely perfect timing. So FYI, next week we start a new retro react, and that will be the continuation of Mario and Sonic at the 2012 London Olympics co-op, which we did a couple times about a month ago. We're going back to
throw Rambo under the bus
this week. The actual real life Olympics. So now we can continue to watch that playthrough while the real Olympics are going on. I think it's 2 sessions and we'll finish it. Perfect timing for that. Okay, cool. So great stuff. I hope you enjoy all the
great stuff. Don't care. Oh, we're starting. All right, we are starting. Let's get a poll going. What's a poll? I kind of want to. I don't want to say that. I don't want to like count shit. I was gonna say how many times we're gonna say pick Cammy, but I don't want to count shit. Poll. Will he say Leanna on? Will he say my ex on this stream? That's the question. Did he do a cold open? If I did, oh, he did.
All right, everybody. So first of all, happy Monday.
Cold open. Don't give a shit. All right, lots to talk about today with a Evo ending up and a person you might expect.
Everyone. On today's show, we'll discuss Evo, which just ended, and its implications not only in the fighting game community, but on my streams as well. Because, ladies and gentlemen, we got to figure out what's the next big thing that I'm doing. Now that I finished both the Elden Ring DLC and Riven Remake, we're going to have some openings in the schedule. And, we got to think about what's going to be balanced well with that schedule. In addition to my upcoming digital summer party this coming Saturday.
Okay.
So,
could have done this after the intro.
Some things to discuss, and hopefully by the end of this show, we will have determined what is coming tomorrow. All that and more on today's episode of the Level 1.
Nice.
Today's episode of the Level 1.
Nailed it. Nailed that transition. Level 1.
Alrighty, everybody. So first of all, happy Monday. It is the 22nd of July, 2024. I'm DSP. I hope that you're all doing well and you're in good spirits. And if you're not, well, hopefully today's show
this is going to help us all.
For you.
This is definitely going to help us all.
We have an important agenda today. What we got to do on today's show is figure out what comes next for DSP Gaming. Because right now, we have a few things in the schedule. And those things are important and interesting playthroughs. But what we really need to figure out is what's coming next. We have finished 2 playthroughs over the weekend. And that is going to free up a good amount of time Now, we do have a returning playthrough today in Fallout 4, which we'll talk about in just a little bit.
Oh, God.
And I foresee that probably it'll take maybe a couple of weeks to wrap up Fallout 4 as something balanced in our schedule, which is good. I want to finish it up. It's the big Bethesda playthrough for the year. I certainly don't want to leave it unfinished. Because I'm in a situation where, you put that much time into it. I want to say it was over 40 hours that we had put into Fallout, correct? And so obviously, I want to wrap it up. And we're in the midst of a DLC, and then there's one more minor DLC, and then the end of the story of the game, and we're pretty much done because we've done everything else in the game up to this point. So I want to finish that up, and I know it's not going to be what everyone wants. Fallout Mania is over. It started back in April with the Fallout TV show on Prime Video, and even as we were playing through the game in the month of May, it kind of died out, which is why we gave it a whole month away so that we could focus on the Elden Ring DLC. But I'm bringing it back to finish it up. So it's going to be a good balance with everything else that we're doing. Well, what else are we doing? Well, as you know, we are continuing to play Street Fighter 6. I'm currently at the highest ranked position I've ever been in the game.
Whoa.
Over 1,600 master ranking points.
Oh, my God.
M. Bison is getting better and better.
Holy shit, dude. You serious?
I will be honest with all of you.
Please.
After having played in that lobby on Friday night where I used different characters, all right? I'm actually getting a craving back to go back into Street Fighter 6 and play with everybody else, like Honda, Dalzine, Blanca. Like, I actually want to use them again. So I am feeling kind of reinvigorated in Street Fighter 6 at this point. Definitely. And I hope that you guys will be along for that ride with me as I try to get other characters to a better level, all right? Now, we're going to talk about that in a moment because that might be heavily affected by what just happened to Evo. Okay? Anyway, so we got those two things already in the mix. For our late night chill stream, we currently have Stardew Valley. And here's the thing. In Stardew Valley, all right, I played this game now for over 20 hours over the course of roughly a month. I really like the game. When we play Stardew Valley together,
here's where you come in.
Interactive, chill experience where we get to talk, hang out, but also you guys help me with the game to get better and to unlock new stuff and to understand things that I need to do. And it's been a really good ride. Okay, it has. It's been a really, really good ride.
Jordan, come back.
I really want to keep it in the rotation as a late night chill stream. I feel like it fit in there just like Minecraft, Subnautica, Bassmaster, Microsoft Flight Simulator, and other games have worked over the years.
Shout out to Bassmaster.
However, when I played it last time, for some odd reason, there was next to no support. And this is confusing because...
well, is it really odd a reason, or is it a very single explainable reason? You tell me.
Actually, about a month ago, Stardew Valley was consistently the game I was getting the most support for.
Whoa.
People were getting into super chat wars, tips, goals were being
He loves those wars.
On the hat regularly, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, we do a stream, and there's like literally nothing. I think it was like not even $20 raised. I could be wrong though, but it was. I just remember it was a really slow stream.
Really sucked, dude.
Excuse me. It makes me scratch my head. Like, what is going on? What a drastic shift, even though it's the same game, fun commentary and gameplay, interactive with the audience. It's not like anything has changed,
yeah,
right?
So just the money you gave me changed. That's this part that sucks.
I don't know. Anyway, all that being said, we have 3 games in the rotation. I don't know how much I'll play Stardew. It really depends on how the next stream goes. And by the way, the next stream is later tonight. We'll talk about that in a moment when we get to the schedule.
Oh, this is telling you to get your wallets out tonight.
Something else, okay? Something to balance in the schedule to fill in these gap streams.
Well, Final Fantasy VII,
for example,
dude.
right now, today is Fallout 4 on the day stream. But I have absolutely, positively no idea what I'm doing tomorrow. None.
Oh, my God. This is intense.
And the whole point is I think today we got to talk out some ideas. I have a couple interesting ones.
So that means
that I would
you
totally
already
be ready.
That means you already made the decision, and we'll go with whoever says what you think already. Okay, cool.
Say, okay, approve right now. Or we can discuss other things, but I really need to figure out what we're doing by the end of the show.
All right, so any SOK accounts ready. You know what to do. Whatever he suggests, you just bring up a very believable reason why that's not a good idea.
The thing is, we are at a time period right now. We have 1 month. 1 month.
Until what?
Until big new releases begin.
Oh,
with
my
Black
God.
Myth Wukong.
That's
Star
huge.
Wars Outlaws.
Oh, God, that's huge.
The Black Ops 6 beta.
Oh, my God.
Among other things, if I remember correctly, around the end of August and the first week of September, no exaggeration, there's something like 5 to 7 video games coming out.
Oh my God.
Okay?
This
So we
is
have a month.
crazy.
Now, one thing I'm going to be very transparent with all of you about. Now, one thing I'm going to be very
Salute.
transparent with all of you about. I'm pretty upset that at EVO,
Yeah,
Capcom literally blue-balled everyone when it came to the Marvel vs. Capcom collection. For those who don't know, there's a collection coming out sometime this year that features all of the old school Marvel.
So, by the way, people in his chat are saying August 23rd. That is 100% what LARPer did last night. So, congratulations.
and versus fighting games in one.
We got him to believe, not me, you guys did, got him to believe 2 different dates, and he wasn't sure.
People have wanted for ages. I literally, a couple months ago, was talking about this, saying, I don't know why they don't sell it. It would be a gold mine. Well, now they're making it, and they had it at EVO. All right? It was there.
So who gives a shit?
People played tournaments on it.
Yes.
It was rated by the ESRB, and the ESRB says it's complete. The game is ready for sale.
They said
right
it's
now.
complete. No, it doesn't mean it's complete.
They did not give a release date.
Good.
They did not.
I hope they
release the
never
game.
do.
They're just like holding back for some reason.
Yeah, hold back.
If that collection had come out, I'd be playing it today. I would have changed my schedule around and said, let's do the collection right now.
Capcom.
Because that's something I grew up with. That's something that
fucks.
I have so much knowledge about and so much passion for. I love the Versus series of games.
Oh,
I can show
definitely.
you all kinds of gameplay, combos, strategies, infinites. We can go through every single one, arcade mode. I can show you the bosses.
Oh, we are digging deep, boys. Hang on. We got a big digger here. Get the rig out.
Differences between the game and
Ooh, nice dig.
strategies, infinites. We can go through every single one, arcade mode. I can show you the bosses, the differences between the game engines. We could go online and play a ton of online play against people competitively. There's so much to do in that game series. That would be an amazing game. But there's no release date. They didn't even drop a release date during EVO. That doesn't make any sense at all. Why on earth
I don't think they're too worried
would you
about it.
have it at EVO? Promote it. They're promoting it. They're advertising it all over. They've got a promotional Twitter
It's
account.
coming
They got
out
all this going
someday.
on, and not give a date. That's just,
Yeah.
it's mind-boggling, right? And here's my concern.
Oh,
I get the
please.
feeling here's what's going to happen.
Uh-oh.
Right?
Here we go. Here
That
we
game
go.
is going to come out in the midst of all the other releases. Like, how much do you want to bet it's going to come out right there late August or in the midst of September when
$20
we've got a
bucks.
zillion other games out that everyone wants to play and see? Now, for the FGC, maybe it won't be a big deal, but for everybody else, like, I'm not going to sit here and drop everything just to play a fighting game.
Okay, well then
I want to
lose
do
out
that
on
right
those day
now.
one
We're in the
views.
midst of a dead summer. There's nothing else going on this summer. It would be
Dead
perfect for
summer.
a month
You
to
gotta
do it.
go.
They're not releasing it. It's like,
Dead gaming summer.
you know, it's
you
just,
gotta go.
They're somewhere over at Capcom. There's some not board member, but a management member sitting at a boardroom making an arbitrary decision about how if they release it at this
Please say
strategic
street
time,
smarts.
it'll help them for a certain quarter or whatever.
Please say street smarts.
No actual fucking knowledge of how gaming works.
Please.
No actual knowledge of the community. They don't see the hype that people have for this game right now and want it. Let's just hold back. Well, guess what? You're going to hold back, and what's going to happen?
I'm going to get off.
It'll do
by
fine.
What's gonna
cracking your
happen?
knob Just a
little beyond the breaking point. Yeah, you know, they don't give a shit about that, but all
in the
right.
fighting game circles. But if you release it in the fall, in the midst of the busiest gaming season of the year, it will not get mainstream approval. And the thing is, that's what they want.
Mainstream approval.
They want it to get mainstream attention because they want to then have that be the catalyst to say, hey, look, we should make
What a
other
dumb
versus
bitch.
crossover games in the
Thank you,
future.
Jenna.
Not just Marvel, but others as well, because this one did so well. But you can't just release it in the midst of the busiest gaming season and expect results. It's not going to work. So I'm nervous because I thought for sure this was their game plan. It seemed like it was. And now it seems like they're just doing something really stupid, and I don't understand why they're doing that.
Okay.
So it is what it is right now.
Thank you, Mr.
There's no
Bankruptcy.
Marvel collection to play. So that idea is off the table. That was originally my idea. That's what we'll do, but it's gone. It doesn't exist. So what we need to do is we need to focus in on what is available, what could be fun, and what we need to have, you know, for a few weeks. Because basically we've got tomorrow, and then we're going to have 1 or 2 streams essentially moving forward a
What
week
the
that are
fuck?
kind of empty streams that we need content for.
That was the mustache segment, real quick. Hang on, I'm putting on my fake mustache. That's what it looks like. What the fuck? Big ups Joe Dub says Kai Sanat don't have a podcast like me. Read, dude. Thank you, Joe Dub. J-Dog says he wants instant gratification from Capcom. Yes, even though he's from a generation that didn't get instant gratification, according to him. Smitty Weber, man, Jensen says, isn't this one of the games he shelled thousands out of money matches for? Why is he so excited for this actual deadhead? Also, where's Jade? Jade is a mystery. And I'm not, it's a Theo theory, but it might be attached to the Brian thing. But we'll see if Jade shows up today. But
moving forward, a week that are kind of empty
yes,
streams.
this is the game he lost a lot of money
content
matches.
for.
Yes.
And of course, there's always many possibilities of things you can do. You know, in my head, I'm debating, you know, do we want to do a longer form game? Maybe not. Because
Maybe
if you
Final
think about
Fantasy
it, let's say
VII.
we have 4 weeks, 2 streams a week. That's like 20 hours, 24 hours. That's not enough for a super long game. Like an RPG, probably 30, 40 hours. There's not enough time.
Definitely.
So I don't think we should be starting an RPG or anything like that. That would probably be a very bad idea.
Stellar Blade.
You know, I don't know. I'm kind of mulling things over in my head with the time that we'll have of what we can do. So I have a few ideas. All right, I do. And what I'd like to do is share some of those ideas with you, and let's see what people think. Okay. So the first idea is directly tied to what the other idea was, because, as you know, with no Marvel collection coming out, right? Okay, with no Marvel collection coming out. Oh, he's above me. I was like, where did he go? He was right there. He's above me.
Oh, God. Please move on.
There is another possibility. There was a game that they announced at EVO out of nowhere that absolutely no one was expecting, and that game has released. As of right now, it is released on everything, okay? And that game is SVC Chaos, also known as SNK versus Capcom.
He's such a fucking idiot.
At the time when Capcom was making Capcom versus SNK, CVS, SNK was making their own crossover game using Capcom fighting game properties and other Capcom characters, okay? Now, this game is very weird.
Hope people are bringing that up. He definitely said he didn't want to play that.
What I mean by that is, number one, it barely got any attention when it released, because it actually released years after the CVS games released, so it kind of came way too late. Okay, that's number one. Number two, it's made by SNK. So it plays similarly to the King of Fighters series, not Street Fighter. Now, it has Street Fighter elements, but it definitely plays very, very different, okay, than modern fighting games and or even Street Fighter. So it looks a little weird because it looks like the SNK drawing style. It plays a little weird. At the time when it came out, which was early 2000s, okay, it did not get a competitive community. All right, it didn't catch on. No tournaments were being held for this game. I know, I was in the competitive circles at the time. And
you mean the SRK forums, which will take anybody? I was in the competitive circles at the time.
No one really put too much time or effort into it. Very few arcades even had it in the United States. Almost no one bothered buying it. It did get a console port. The console port didn't do well, okay? In Japan, it did all right, because in Japan, the SNK games got a little bit more attention. But overall, for the most part, SVC did not do well, okay? It was not a well-regarded game. I don't even remember a single tournament being held in the Street Fighter community for it. No one really cared because it was an SNK game.
Okay, so why wouldn't play it again?
Now, here's the
thing. Rather than things people want to see?
It just released for all platforms. It released for PC on Steam, PlayStation 4, Xbox, and I think Switch. Did it go on Switch? I don't know if it's on Switch. But it's on like all platforms, and guess what? It's $20. Okay?
Whoa.
Yeah, it has online play, it has arcade mode, it has what you would want from a fighting game, a modern fighting game. It has the features. So it's $20. And it's kind of a silly mess around game because it has characters both from SNK and Capcom. So you can actually see M. Bison drawn in the SNK style.
Get him out of here.
Which is very different from what you're probably expecting.
He's probably looking for a place to take a piss.
That style too. Okay? So right now, there's interest in it.
Excuse me, the litter box is filled.
I don't know if it would retain any interest. I think it would be good. Like, if we played it, what I would do is probably do a run in arcade mode to see what it plays like, see who the boss is and stuff like that. Then, go online and try a few different characters.
Oh, that'll be great.
And mess around with it. I don't know if I would ever get good, because here's the thing. No one got good at this game. I don't even know how it's played competitively because no one ever really did back in the day. So it's kind of like a starting point. Like, everyone would...
That's the long and short of it, Frog Machine. Arcade re-release went under the radar because it was released during EVO, but MVC is bad for not being released during EVO. Yep, now you're getting it. Makes sense? Makes sense if you don't think about it. There is the king of Street Fighter.
Probably be playing this game on the same level because no one played it at any competitive level back in the day. You'll probably see people playing it like Street Fighter, people playing it like King of Fighters. It'll be a very interesting experience to say the least, but at the same time,
I don't know if you're going to give me money.
Oh, it's not on Xbox? Never mind. Apparently it's just on PlayStation and PC and Switch, not Xbox. Okay. So yeah, I don't know how much longevity it would have, but definitely it would be good variety. Right? It would definitely be great variety.
Yeah, another fighting game
for the streams, just to try. And the thing is, we don't have to keep playing it at an extended period of time. We could easily get it and play it for a few streams. And if it's not that interesting and it dies down and no one really cares, we could just stop. You know, it's $20. It's not a giant money investment. It's not like a $50, $60 game. It's a quick one. So even if we get...
What he should be playing is that Nintendo Championship Series game. That one has the hype right now. Not hype, but, you know, people are playing it and people are interested. More than this, whatever the fuck he's talking about now.
A few streams out of it.
That's a game you play for a few streams when you need something slow to play.
To try all the different characters.
When you have some slow period.
Like SNK, but they look like Street Fighter characters. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It'd be pretty weird.
Yeah, definitely.
So, that's one option. And I'm totally open to that. I'm not saying we would commit to playing it long term. I'm just saying, hey, for variety, that certainly would almost be like a weird. It's kind of like you're going on safari. We're going to uncharted territory. We're going to go play something that no one really ever played, and we're going to see if it's any good. And if not, we can laugh at it, but we don't have to commit to playing it longer.
Safari?
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's
Safari.
Kind of a unique experience.
Nailed that reference, bro. Beautiful Safari.
So that's one option. $20, right?
$20, definitely.
There you go.
$20. Makes sense.
Now,
what the fuck?
Number 2 option. It's also a game that just came out. So we got that. That just came out. SVC just came out. Then we've got another game that just came out last week that I'm definitely interested in. And I talked about actually getting because I wanted to maybe make it a part of an event coming up called the Nintendo World Championships.
There we go. That's what I said.
NES edition, I think it's called. So what this is a game for the Switch that just came out.
That's what we want as detractors, I think, because you'd see how fucking bad he is.
And it is a challenge run style game where I believe it features something like 20 classic NES games, including Mario, Donkey Kong, some racing, some puzzle, all variety of games. Okay, I think Zelda's in there too.
Whoa.
So I think the cool thing about it would be because it has a variety of games. I could jump into this and take on various different challenge runs in these different games that are.
So you mean play the game the way it's meant to be played?
Challenge runs.
Yeah, that's the game.
Hey, can you complete the challenge? You know, what time can you do it in? Or you know,
is that how challenges work?
Because that's what it is. Score challenges. You know, beat it in a certain amount of time. Stuff like that.
I didn't know how that worked.
And that would be interesting because number one, it's not just one type of thing. It's a bunch of different classic games. And number two, that could be brought back from time to time for random streams. You know what I mean? Like we got a night where there's nothing going on. Hey, let's bring back the Nintendo World Championships and do a challenge run night. And then people in chat can vote. Will Phil do the challenge or will he fail at the challenge? And we get to see if people have confidence in me or not. And then we get to see if I actually do it or not.
Oh my God, that's the deadliest version ever. We can do poll. You think I can do this or not? What do you guys think? Go ahead. Put your vote in now. Can I do this or not? Let's go. Oh, look at this. Look at this pause. When you've wiped off the eczema, you wiped off the eczema ooze, but it just keeps oozing.
See if people have confidence in me or not, and then we get to see if I actually do it or not, right? So I think that would be pretty neat. It would be something
definitely. That would be definitely
neat.
Neat.
Nintendo World Championships is something that I was thinking of doing a segment of during my digital summer party this coming Saturday, which is a big marathon event.
Oh,
that would be
definitely
pretty good for variety, right? So there you go. So those are the two ideas that are kind of like
Nintendo
interesting ideas that I have.
Poll,
for
if there's a
things
poll.
that are going to add into the schedule. Now, keep in mind, we're not going to have tons of open schedule time. We still got Street Fighter 6 being played, Fallout 4 being played, Stardew Valley, and my React Day. So between that stuff going on, that's a lot of time already in the week taken up. I'm only looking for a game or two to fill in the gaps of other streams between that stuff. So that's why I was thinking these kind of games, they're kind of fill-in games. They're not a giant narrative RPG where we have to play for 80 hours to beat it. You know what I mean? I think it would be pretty good for variety. But I'm open to suggestion.
No, you're not.
Of other things as well.
No, you're not.
If you guys have suggestions of what we should be doing or an idea for something for about a month, but only about a couple streams a week, I'm all ears. All right.
Okay.
So I'm curious.
Someone suggested
what people will have
this.
to say. I'm sure right now I'm going to get feedback in the chat on
Yep.
what people are thinking about.
Hope you respond to that one.
For the new game that will begin.
We have people's other suggestions coming in. New Super Monkey Ball.
But here's the thing, and I want to make this abundantly clear.
If you say
This is one of
opinions,
the
if you say games I don't like, you're going to get banned. So just
situations.
keep that in mind.
Where?
Final Fantasy
there is
VII.
no definitive game that is coming out. All right, that is like the game to play. No matter what I play, there will be people who are disappointed. Literally, it doesn't matter what I play. You're going to have people complaining I'm not playing what they want. There's nothing I can do about that. I can't please everyone. When there's no giant in-demand release, right now there is no Elden Ring DLC. There is no hot new Resident Evil or survival horror game. There is no, online shooter going on. There's nothing that's like the big in-demand thing.
So
that
you're
you
just
want
trying to
right
say
now,
don't
you
bitch
see?
about.
We gotta wait.
If you don't like what I'm playing, don't
month.
bitch about it.
You'll
basically.
have Black with Wukong. You'll have the Black Ops 6 beta. You'll have these other games people want. We gotta wait for that. Okay.
Yep. Don't bitch if I don't play the game you want, guys.
Now,
Don't leave
there's one
me.
other factor
Please
involved
tip.
here. That's very
family.
important. In the month of August, I'm going to be doing more reacting than I usually do. Because I'm going to be doing two different long-form React projects.
Oh my God,
One
that
is gonna
throws
be me
the
reacting-
whole month in disarray here because we're doing 2 reacts. What the fuck?
2 different long-form React projects.
Oh my God!
One
Whoa!
is going to be me reacting to the Review Tech USA documentary that Joon the King is going to be putting out.
Oh my
All right,
God.
and
Oh
that's
my
supposed
God,
to be coming out sometime in early August.
Yeah, that's the way to handle it. SOK people out there. Fed Roger's not an SOK account though, but he says it seems like a waste of time. Always do that. That's what you always do.
That's all we know, because I actually asked him, and he said, yeah, probably early August, but not set in stone yet.
How about
But he was
yours
actually
then? If
giving
you're
more
already asking.
information when it was available. As of now, there's no set schedule for that yet. So it's unclear when that will release. But I'm going to do a long form react to that one over on my DSP Reacts channel. In addition, I'm also going to cover my own documentary when that comes out. All right. Now that's supposed to be mid to late August, which might be a problem because if it comes out around the same time as all those games, like August 23rd, I'm not going to have a lot of time to focus on it. So what I might have to do is...
Oh, wow. He's still on the date. August 23rd. That's the date we said, last night. He's still on that date and thinks it's an official date.
Break up my content and do like one day where I react to the documentary the first hour or two of it, and then I do gameplay, and then we come back in a couple days and I react to the next chunk of the documentary.
Keep going with the 23rd.
And then we do more gameplay. There's not much I can do. If it comes out during
Keep
that time,
pushing
it's
it.
going to be crazy, and I'm going to have to try to balance everything. Okay? I get the feeling that's exactly what's going to happen. I get the feeling it's going to release in late August, and I'm going to have too much to do all at once, which is always what happens. You get a drought of stuff, nothing going on, and then all of a sudden you get everything everyone wants all at once.
Definitely.
You're gonna be people like, why aren't you playing more Black Myth Wukong? Wait, why aren't you reacting to your documentary? Wait a minute, why aren't you playing Star Wars Outlaws? Wait a minute, you better be playing that Black Ops 6 beta. Oh, by the way, Marvel vs. Capcom collection is now dropping this week too. Like, wait, what? How am I supposed to cover all of this?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Like, huh?
By the way, you could bet your ass, Stone Cold, Steve Austin style lock, he will react to that Joon the documentary as soon as he can. So I'm not saying it'll be the next day, but it will be that very same week. He will drop whatever the fuck he is doing to react to that Joon documentary. You can bet your ass on that. He can't resist it.
So,
he will be
that's
in.
the thing.
He will.
So with that,
He'll be
I
so
said,
excited.
we
re-upping
know
your
that
membership.
also
I
in the month of
appreciate that.
August, I'm going to be taking some time away from all the gaming to do some reacting. So that's another reason.
That's 2 days, sir.
Why I don't think
2
that I
days.
should pick a game that's lengthy to be the game that I now put into my schedule. If I choose a 20, 30-hour game, what happens then? If I don't have enough time to get through it, and now we have another unfinished playthrough, that would not be good. I'd rather do something that maybe is a time filler that we can jump in and out of at whim or at will.
At whim.
Right?
No, at whim.
Than,
You nailed it.
Oh, I
at
committed
whim.
to a long-ass game.
Yeah, we can do it
right?
at whim.
Okay. So,
Get games. Ooh.
I would love to hear your thoughts Now, as you guys know, I've already said we're not doing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth.
Oh,
there's no point in suggesting that.
Shoot.
Okay, that's just a waste. I'm not playing that. That's another 60+ hour game to finish.
Oh,
no time.
Shoot. Sorry, Tifa.
I've already said
Tifa fans.
I'm not interested in this football game. People keep saying play this football game. I don't care. I don't play sports games.
Okay.
I certainly don't care about.
So that's 2 suggestions down.
Derek or otherwise, you're a fucking loser.
So that's 2 suggestions down the fucking tubes. Big up, Rebsy. I'll read it out later. Hold on a second.
Football. So I don't care about this game. I'm not going to play it and enjoy it if I play it.
Shit.
It seems like a waste of time, right? I want something that at least I have some interest in. I don't have interest in that. Okay.
Okay. So stop saying stuff I don't like. Say stuff I like. Preferably the 2 things I already said.
Now, if you guys have any other suggestions,
yeah,
I'm all ears. But those 2 don't make sense for my content. Okay.
Yes, they do.
So let me know what you think. I'm going to be listening right now during this podcast. I'm going to be seeing. So someone's a Super Monkey Ball. Yeah, I guess there was a Super Monkey Ball game, right?
Yeah, how about that?
That came out. I'm not aware of, how challenging it is, how lengthy it is. The last Super Monkey Ball game I played years ago was insanely difficult. Do you remember that? It was really hard. And I was okay with that as long as people were along for the ride. And for the most part, they were. People came by and hung out and supported those streams. But that was years ago. Right? So... should Monkey Ball be a consideration here? Seems like that's a game that's I don't have to necessarily rush through and beat either. Maybe I could do streams here or there of it, and I don't have to commit to beating it right away.
It's like any other game, yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
Lucky Gremlin, first of all, Pizza Tower, we already played, and I didn't like it, so we're not playing that again. Final Fantasy VII, I literally just said no, and you keep putting it in the chat. What is DD2? I don't know what DD2 is. As for Sea of Stars, I 100% commit to everyone. I'm going to go back to Sea of Stars at some point. I don't think right now is the right time for it. Okay? It just doesn't make sense. I need time to commit to that to beat it, and we don't have time. Oh, Dragon's Dogma 2? No. I already told you that, too. That one, if I was going to go back to either game, Final Fantasy VII or Dragon's Dogma 2, it would be Final Fantasy VII. That's a much better game. But we don't have time for that. We don't have time for lengthy RPGs. I guess you're not listening to me.
He's not
listening. We don't have time for lengthy RPGs right now. That's why literally 3 of the games you just suggested are all lengthy RPGs. I don't have time for that right now.
So
we
again,
need games that are easier to drop in, drop out. And Pizza Tower, I tried and didn't.
Stop saying suggestions that I don't like. You got it?
Okay.
Get the hint? Big ups, Copeside Phil says he wants games not to be rushed, but he wants CVM now. Yeah, don't rush game. And imagine
headaches.
Imagine if they said the date. Okay, imagine if they set the date and they had to delay the release. He would flip his fucking lid. So instead of doing that, they're making sure when they can release it, and they will drop the release date, and then they'll release the game. So that's what they're gonna do. Rebsy in the house says, don't forget he said in January he'll play Paper Mario, but now he's avoiding it, saying it's too long, but it'll take you 25 to 30 hours, and people ask him to play it since 2017. Yeah, he just has things he doesn't want to play, and there's no change in that. It takes years of effort, which is not worth it unless you are a dent, like Paper Mario, like Minecraft, to get him to change his mind on something.
I was? When was I getting headaches? I was getting headaches playing, what, Monkey Ball? Oh, man, I don't remember that at all. Oh, that sucked.
What? Okay. I'm trying to find the comment, but I can't find it. Headaches during Monkey Ball?
All right. So I would say Monkey Ball is a suggestion. SVC Chaos is a suggestion, and the Nintendo World Championship. So they're all valid suggestions. All 3 of them are good.
So
okay.
Retro Parasite dropped this in chat, and then he did a super chat of it.
All right, and we got to come to a determination today.
Let's see if he mentions that. That's not going to happen, by the way.
What's up, Game
Boy?
Okay. How you doing today? Welcome.
What's up, Game Boy? What's up, Game Boy?
Anyone else want to talk? Nope.
Okay. All right, anyway, so let me at least give you guys the schedule. So today it's Fallout 4 returning. We are actually going through and seeing, and then we have the conclusion to truly far and beat Fallout, finishing the game. So, excuse me, over the course of the next couple of weeks, I think we'll get really far and beat Fallout 4, which will be great. That way it's not an unfinished stream. Are doing something new on the day stream. All right, so we'll see how it goes on the day stream, but I'm up in the air. Should it be SVC Chaos? Should it be Nintendo?
I'm up in the air. I'm up in the air. He says every single phrase wrong. I'm up in the air.
The World Championship. Should it be monkey ball? Should it be something else? I don't know. Tomorrow night on
Isn't
the late
that it's up in the air, sir?
stream, I will do Street Fighter 6. And I'm undecided if I want to play with more Bison and continue my climb in the ranks, or if I want to go back. I'm almost feeling like I want to play some Dalsim. Like, I
definitely.
played with Dalsim and I did really well on Friday.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, dude, I feel like, you know what it is? Now I'm
Dude.
using my new joystick. I have no input delay. And I started playing with them. I was like, dude, like everything's jiving. Like first attempt, I got
Everything's
this teleport
jiving.
cross up, drive rush, cancel, level 3 combo. I was like, oh shit. Like I was feeling the groove. I was like, dude, I want to play with Dalsim more now. I was like, oh man, I'm feeling it. So maybe I should do that tomorrow night. Maybe I should get Dalsim or get the dust off of him and play with Dalsim a little bit tomorrow night.
Definitely, that was racist.
And then I'm off
That's not always dust.
on Wednesday. Thursday, it'll be more Fallout 4 and Stardew Valley. Friday again with something on the day stream on Friday and Friday night fights. Saturday is the big digital summer party. All right, what are we doing?
Same thing as every day.
My water is on camera. It was vibrating. We got a lot going on during the digital summer party on Saturday. First of all, it's an all-day marathon event.
Thanks for sharing that image. That really does help.
Okay, and it's going to be fun. There's going to be some booze involved. When I go on my day off this week, I'm going to get some booze. I don't know what, because I don't really have anything right now in the house.
Yeah, right.
So I have to see what they have. Maybe see if I can get something summertime drink. Maybe a couple of beers or something. I don't know. I got to see what they got at the liquor store. So I'll have some booze.
You've been there plenty of times. You know what they got there.
We're going to do a few different events. Okay, first off, I'd be totally down to do some of the Nintendo World Championship stuff. So if I get it this week, which I probably should, we could do some challenge runs in that, see what's fun there. And especially if I'm drinking a little bit, it might be a little fun to get me buzzed and see if I can still do the challenges, right?
Oh, that'll be hilarious, dude. Hilarious. Yeah, that'll be hilarious for 13-year-olds.
I probably will do some fighting game stuff.
Oh my God, no. Serious?
Will it be Street Fighter 6? Will it be SVC Chaos, right? Will it be, it could be anything, but it should be fun just to do some random fighting game stuff in the midst of the marathon. Number 3.
Yeah, please.
I think we should do a tier maker. I just don't know what yet. I looked it up, and last year the tier maker that we did was like a classic American cuisines. So maybe we should do food, but then the question is like, what else should we do?
That's what he basically said. I just polished off everything last night, so I don't got anything in the house right now. Yes. I polished off the shit I had last night. I got to pick up some more this week.
But else can we rank the summertime your membership like a tier maker? That. I don't know.
Drinking is the priority for DSP's DP party. DSP's DP party.
And then, excuse me. Sorry about that.
Oh, sorry about that.
Likely we'll just have a hangout session where we just talk for a little bit. And
Q&A then.
And
got it.
And then based on what else you guys want, we could do, like some people had already said, could we do some Stardew Valley and stuff like that? Like I'd be okay with that. The whole point of this marathon is you guys just wanted to hang out and break up my content and just do something different, which I'm okay with. I'm definitely ordering food, by the way.
Yeah, why would it be any different than the other day?
Towards ordering some barbecue. I haven't had barbecue in a long time now.
Right.
So I was thinking maybe I should just order some barbecue for delivery rather than make my wife cook again. Like she cooked last year, which was great. I remember she made, I think it was like pulled pork or pulled chicken,
but
macaroni salad and stuff, and it was really good.
Divorce coin is not going down with that statement. I'll tell you that right the fuck now. Divorce coin is not going down. You hear that? Last year she cooked. This year we're going for delivery.
Then make my wife cook again.
And he took a long time on that too. Make my wife. Watch this. Okay, just not to think about it too much, but that's what I'm gonna do right here.
Time now.
Listen to this.
So I was thinking maybe I should just order some barbecue for delivery rather than make my wife cook again. Like she cooked last year, which was great. I remember she made, I think it was like pulled pork or pulled chicken.
I'm just
macaroni
do with
salad
that
and
what
stuff,
you
and
will.
it was really good, but I think this year,
wife.
I think she's not. I don't think she's working Saturday. I don't even know. See what I remember? I told you guys my schedule is.
When's the last time you talked to her?
Right now, and because of that, I can't even keep track of what's going on. Like my wife works different days and does different shifts now.
Okay,
and it's
that's
confusing.
Normal.
Like I literally don't know if she's home on Saturday or not.
All right. Divorce coin holders. Buy more.
I have to ask her. And I think she just found out what day she was working this week, and that's why I don't even know. We don't even have it written on our calendar or anything yet. So it's confusing. It makes me get kind of confused in my head what's going on.
Yeah,
so
days
I think
are hard.
she'll be here on Saturday. But if it's her day off, then I don't necessarily might want to make her cook. So I don't know. I'll have to think about it. But there's going to be food.
Make
all
her
right?
cook? Wow.
There will definitely be food during the event. So
I don't
there'll be
necessarily
food,
want to make it
there'll be
cook.
liquor, hanging out, just having a chill summertime, good time together.
Summertime.
There'll be
Summertime,
gaming
good
of
time.
various different things, whatever you guys want in any order. The whole point is I want this to be a chill session. This is not, we have to do this and this and this in this order for this amount of time.
No
It's
one
not like
ever
that. This is
did
going
that
to be a
ever.
very casual event where we just kind of relax together. It's
so
not
not
going to
ranked.
be a super serious
This is a
event.
non-ranked
It's more to just break up my
DSP,
scheduling and do different various things and have fun together. Okay?
Okay,
More relaxed,
gotcha.
more chill atmosphere, laid back, have a few brews, right? That's what it's all about.
Have a
That's
few
what summertime is
brews.
supposed to be about, right?
That's someone that has never had a few brews. If you say had a few brews, that means you never had a few brews. And Jaha, you should have gave him a few bruises at that day when he said he was an alcoholic. But I have never been more confirmed that he's never had friends and have had a few brews.
Visualing and do different various things and have fun together. Okay? More relaxed, more chill atmosphere, laid back, have a few brews, right? That's what it's all about. That's what summertime is supposed to be about, right? So that's what we're doing on Saturday.
Hey
okay?
guys!
Sunday will
Hey, what's up, Jade? I'm having a few brews.
be my normal React day.
Oh God!
And the cool thing about it is after my clip show on DSP Reacts, we are going back to Mario and Sonic at the 2012 London Olympics co-op for my retro
you
React
always say
stream
that?
on DSP Throwback. And that's excellent because guess what actually starts this week? The real Olympics. So it's cool to have the real Olympics going
Dude,
on while we're reacting
literally no one cares about
to the
this.
Olympics video game. I think that'll be pretty
Are we in
sweet and timely
kindergarten?
and fun to do. And then again, Monday,
we in
Tuesday, we'll balance
kindergarten?
the games that I'm currently playing.
Guys, remember on Friday, it's St. Patrick's Day, so wear your green. How crazy is this? We're going to play a golfing game, and we're going to try to get on the green on St. Patrick's Day. It's going to be so hype. Yay! Remember, I changed the bubble color today. It's green. You're definitely going to want to see that one, guys.
Playing. So that's kind of the week. And then, like I said, since we'll be heading into August after that, we'll see what's going on with these documentaries coming out that I'll be reacting to long form on DSP Reacts, and we'll go from there. Because I may definitely will have to have some days dedicated to that kind of stuff.
Definitely.
Okay?
Yes.
Okay. So,
So, okay,
excuse
quick
me.
burp.
I hope that you guys are excited for all of that. It sounds good to me. Good variety and good fun.
Sounds good to
And
me, dude.
I need your feedback. SVC Chaos,
A lot of people said a
Nintendo
lot
World
of feedback, and you
Championships,
shit on them. So
the new Super Monkey Ball
kind of
game,
nervous about giving
or
feedback, to
something
be
else,
honest.
But it cannot be some lengthy RPG style game. We don't have
All
time
right,
for that.
I'm ready
This
next
is
time we get
supposed
Divorce
to
Coin.
be essentially filling in the gaps.
We're ready now.
All right, filling in the gaps of the schedule. Someone just said, King Lunar says, what about a video game tier maker? Those are best. Hey, we could rank all the FromSoft games and Souls-like
Hey,
games.
you tell me.
We could rank Mario games. We could do something like that. I'd be down for that.
Hold on. This is an idea I've never heard of before. You were going to tier maker video games? Hang on a minute. You might be onto something there. You mean like rank games in terms of what you like? Like in terms of like best to worst? Hang on a minute.
Let me take
That's
a
a
look
next
here.
level idea. Oh? Hello? I'm not muted.
Church.
I'm gonna get off by cranking your knob just a little beyond the breaking point.
Thank you, Hogan, and Mickey held for breaking that up. Summer's about drinking
Yeah,
in
look at
front of the
this.
computer.
The ultimate Souls-like tier
Yeah.
list. Souls-like
Yeah.
games. Souls and Souls-like games.
Dude, he is so pleased for Google searching something and finding it. A tier maker. Guys, check this out. Look what I just found, guys. You're never going to believe this. Look at this.
Yeah, look at this. The ultimate Souls-like tier list.
He's
Souls-like
so
games.
happy.
Souls and Souls-like games. Yeah.
I'm gonna get off
We can
by
do that.
cranking your knob just a little bit on the breaking
point. DSP Flag It says he's up in the air, which is the middle of a fence take about if he likes watertight ash. And also, never forget this alien man didn't know any party-style food and suggested giant chicken legs as one. Thank you, DSP Flag It.
You could rank all those games.
Flag it, by the way. Flag. Waving a flag. Yes.
What the agent low. There we go. What the? Oh, God. Pop-up. Stupid pop-up ads. No. Oh, that's the worst.
I thought ad blocker was...
Get out of there.
I thought ad blocker was attempted murder.
Ashen,
Whatever.
Blasphemous, Bloodborne, Code Vein, Dark
He
Souls
probably knows 10% of that list maximum.
2, Dark Souls 3, Dark Souls 1, Demon Souls, I guess it's original Demon Souls, the Demon Souls remake, Jedi, Fallen Order is in there, Hollow Knight. What is this? I don't even know what this game is.
Told
I can't
ya.
even read it.
Told ya. Called
Lords of
it,
the
called
Fallen,
it, called it.
Neo and Neo 2, Remnant, Dark Souls 2, something of the first something edition, whatever it's called.
No clue about that game. Game I never heard of.
The Surge 2, Sekiro, and Titan Souls. This one isn't really updated, though. This doesn't have recent games. Like, this one doesn't have Lies of P.
Nope,
This
that's
one doesn't
out.
have Another Crab's Treasure.
That's
but
out.
You see, we could do that. We could do a fun ranking of that stuff. We just have to find a good... Like, there's many different ones here we could do that people have created.
Yep, have to be something else someone else
God.
created.
All right, this one's absolutely stupid. This one is listing Kena Bridge of Spirits as a Souls-like. It is not a Souls-like. That's ridiculous.
Well, yeah, do they have Kirby?
This is way too of an open interpretation.
Yeah, definitely. Do
of what
Kirby,
a
though.
Souls-like is.
Where would you put Kirby
and again,
on
this
that
one doesn't
list?
have Another Crab's Treasure.
Oh, what idiots.
This one have Lies of P.
Yes.
This
Tier
one
maker.
does have Lies of P. This is more
Do a tier maker based on these tier makers. Yeah.
recent. But I feel like it has way too many games.
No,
Like,
we can't make our... Get out of here.
90%
You
of the
up for the
games in this
household?
list. But we could definitely do that. I'd be like, if that's an idea to rank games in a tier maker, I think that'd be fun. We just got to figure out what we want to rank, right?
Tier maker of tip
blockbuster
goals.
movies tier list. I'm sure they have something like that. Hold on.
Oh my god, we're doing this on air. We're searching for blockbuster movie tier list now. What kind of tier maker is that? Movies, you mean? What did he say? What is this tier list we're looking for? I have no clue what we're looking for now.
Oh, 1990 to 2022 blockbuster monster movies.
Oh, blockbuster monster movie. Okay.
Best summer blockbusters by decade. Oh, this could be cool.
This could be cool, definitely. Half your fans will have no idea what your movies you're talking about. That'll be great. Hey guys, remember when Gremlins came out?
Oh, but this is dumb. This is dumb because it lists a whole bunch of blockbusters, but it lists the decade. Screw the decade. We'll actually rank the blockbusters. Like I'll rename these things.
Blockbusters.
You can change this.
That's such a dented term if you're not talking about the store.
Oh yeah, we could do this. This is cool. We can rank summer blockbuster movies.
Yeah, let's rank blockbusters.
Here's some that they got. Anchorman.
Is that a blockbuster?
Armageddon, The Avengers, Back to the Future.
Whoa.
Barbie, Batman.
You could do all blockbusters starting with the level B, with the letter B. That's how we're going right now. Barbie, Batman, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. What else? Give me B movies.
Jurassic Park.
Oh, that's a J. Shrek, that's an S. Spider-Man.
Top Gun. The original, by the way. E.T.
We are naming movies now.
Face Off. Pirates of the Caribbean. That would be a cool one to do.
Underrated B
That would
movie.
actually be a really neat
B
one to
movie.
do. Rank summer blockbuster movies against each other. And we all argue about what's better.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, that'd be hilarious.
All right, that's definitely a good idea. That's one of these things, something like this, right? Is pretty
That'd
good.
be great.
So let's talk more about that over the week today. I appreciate it. And let's figure out what we want to do for that. Okay, I think that would be a really good fit for the event.
So now, are we doing movies or?
Nice. Armageddon was a great movie, if you say so.
I only saw
If you
Armageddon
say
once.
so.
I thought it was fine. I can't remember it that well though.
All right. Anyway, so that's coming up Saturday. I'm excited. Give me some feedback, but we really got to figure out what I'm doing tomorrow.
Let's remember the song.
Let's talk about this over the.
Don't wanna miss a thing. Even when I dream. Oh, Liv Taylor. She was.
Course of today.
It was
What
a
game
tall
should I
drink of
play
water.
tomorrow? Okay, I'm
Definitely.
totally open to many suggestions. Now, there's one quick thing I want to discuss about Evo. And
Yep.
I hate to say I told you so. Really,
Hate to say I told you so, but I'd love to tell you I told you so. Here we go.
I do. I hate to say it. It's funny I end up saying it so
All
often.
right, people in chat, SOK account holders, I hope you bring up how Cammy was. One Cammy was in the top 32 or whatever it was. I can't remember the exact number.
Because I'm right all the time. But,
Yep.
but I hate to say I told you so, but who is the character that I have been having the absolute most problem with in Street Fighter 6? The character who I've been complaining about, saying I feel like the character is way overpowered, the character has too many options, the character is too safe, the character literally in certain situations doesn't have to have a brain cell activated to play because it's such a flowchart character, and the character just has too many advantages.
Yep.
Right? Dominates probably the entire bottom half of the cast without even trying.
Okay, so it
Right.
seems like they were very underutilized, if that's true.
Right? Of course, the character I've been talking about is Lily. Lily is a big problem for some people, not for me. The character I'm talking about is Cammy. I think that Cammy is broken in Street Fighter 6. I feel like she is crazy overpowered. Every move safe. Every move cancels to another move. Every move has an option to get out. Every move is a guess, and if it hits, great. If it doesn't, oh well, on to the next guess. Never at a disadvantage. It's very hard to beat Cammys, especially online. She tries to dive kick. You can't even react to the dive kick to block it or anti-air it.
Who cares what he's saying anyway?
It's very frustrating. So, ladies and gentlemen, despite people arguing with me saying, oh, Cammy.
So real quick, what we're going to see here is the top 32 consisted of 2 Cammys, by the way. All right, 2 Cammys. Characters that had more representation include Jury, M. Bison, and Ken. Equal representation, Rashid, and Ed, and also JP. But let's hear how Cammy is the best character in the whole game, and that she's overpowered, and all that stuff. Let's see.
Cammy's not top tier. Cammy's not this. Take a look. And then you look at statistics. It's like, well, then why is Cammy
Statistics?
the number 2 most played character in Legend? Meaning there's tons of
No. How about Evo? The people you want to be, right? The best players.
was in Legend, and then there's Cammy's. She's the number 2 character. Why would that be? Right? How do they all get to Legend? And then on top of that,
Let's go.
if you take a look at some recent results for
I'm gonna
tournaments
get
and
off
things,
by
Cammy has been
cranking
very
your
highly
knob
registered
just
in
a little
tournaments.
beyond the
Cammy's
breaking
doing it.
point.
Guess who won Evo? Punk the God. Guess
Yeah.
who Punk the God is? The world's best Cammy player in Street Fighter 6. Guess how he won? Go watch it right now. Go watch Punk the God in the finals of Evo.
Okay.
Watch exactly how he plays.
Okay.
Now, I'm not saying he's a pattern player. I'm not.
Well, it pretty much seems you are right now, brother. ES says, I'd like to anchor this man's feet in the ocean. Okay, yes. At Mac Uno says, that is so disrespectful of Punk. Absolutely. Let's hear how we try to make this not disrespectful. Even though it is, we're going to try to make it sound like it's not. So let's hear how we do this.
He's not. He's the opposite.
Oh.
Yes, he uses the guessing 50-50 patterns in the corner, but he also has insanely good gameplay everywhere on the screen.
So
he uses the character's strengths and also does innovative things with the character as well. That's why he just won Evo. So I'm not taking anything away from that guy whatsoever.
Oh, he's an innovative pattern player. Okay.
Okay. At all.
Got it. Makes
what
sense.
I'm saying
Makes
is,
sense.
Cammy was fucking crazy good to begin with, and then he added his skill to win Evo with her. Now, first of all, congratulations are due. Punk is actually the first official American to win big at Evo.
Oh.
When the Japanese and other international players were there. Like, no American has really won Evo before since it's been a big international
You got
affair.
first, though, in America,
And he
so
just
that's
did
pretty
it.
cool.
So that is a first. It's unprecedented, and it's amazing to do that and represent our country in that way. Okay?
Yeah.
But, man, if that's not
He's similar to me in that way.
evidence that Cammy is fucking crazy good, I don't know what is. Take a look at his gameplay with her. He's
Okay.
got people locked the fuck down. They can't move. Like, what the fuck? When's my turn?
If that was an overpowered strategy, it seems like there'd be way more people doing that exact same strategy. We're calling everyone else stupid then? Which is it?
This is insane that she's just constantly on offense, on offense. It's funny because people commentating are like, yeah, man, the flashiness of drive rush and drive cancel in Street Fighter 6 makes it a great game to watch. Yeah, that's literally all Cammy does. She finds a way to constantly be in your face, drive rushing in your face constantly, and that's why she's so fucking annoying. If you don't have a true reversal, you can't really get her off of you at all.
Oh, that's not a negative for me.
What did you do? He's made a big noise.
Uh-oh,
Jasper,
Jess.
what was that? Huh? I got to see what he did, guys. Hold on.
Oh, hold on. Hold on. Let's see if we can hear the noise. I'm boosting here.
True reversal, you can't really get her off of you at all. Jasper, what did you do?
Nah, I couldn't hear
big noise.
Hopefully he
Jasper,
shit
what was
somewhere.
that?
Please shit somewhere because the
I gotta see
litter
what he
box is
did,
too
guys.
filled.
Hold
I just took a shit on the wall.
I heard
Clean
a
it up,
crash on
bitch.
the other side of the house, and he comes running in. What did you do? Let me go see what you did.
Yep. Thank you, Frankie, for that context. It was not like it was a crushing like Punk just steamrolled everybody either. No one else can win. It has to be Punk. It's gonna be Punk. Big ups to Plebes, by the way, who said ALT is DMing Cat as we speak. No, that is not true. Nothing truth to that. Nothing true to that. Nothing true to that at all. Let's see how long it takes him to come back. No truth to that, sir. I'm boosting audio just in case.
I don't know.
Nope, there he is. He's back.
Well, I don't see anything. I don't know what he did, right?
It's fine. I'll figure it out.
Okay, well, let's continue. All right, I don't know what Jasper did. I just searched the house. I don't see anything.
I'm
but
gonna get
he did.
off
There was a
by
loud noise.
cranking your knob just a little beyond the breaking point.
Wow, is that true, Punisher Zagno? That's pretty cool. That is some severe retconning happening then, isn't it? Live as we speak. Big ups DSP Flag It says he's conveniently leaving out the last time the legend stats were computed was June 19th before Bison came out. Also, Ken usage is way up, but he leaves that out too. Again, just retconning everything to make his point, you know.
Because I was like, what the?
Pretty standard.
He's hyper. He's running all around now.
Anyways, who gives a shit about him,
the
right?
point I'm making is Cammy is incredibly good in Street Fighter 6. She always was. People who want to talk shit are just people who either don't play or are morons who just want to downplay what I say because they think that everything I say is wrong because they don't like me.
Correct.
Not because there's no merit to what I say, because there's tons of merit to what I say. Cammy is insanely good in Street Fighter 6. Crazy hard to beat, in my opinion.
You got a source on that, or?
Okay? Now,
My source is I made it the fuck up.
here's the problem. You know what's going to happen as a result of Punk winning Evo? You're going to see an incredible increase in the amount of people picking Cammy. Cammy was already a problem, meaning when you went to ranked, almost all you saw was Cammy.
Oh, yeah, definitely. All you saw was Cammy.
Right?
Uh-huh.
Like, what is going on? So, yeah, like, to me, like, I'm worried now. If I go to play Street Fighter 6 online, it's going to be nonstop Cammys for like 3 weeks.
Yeah, so why don't
until
you stop
finally
playing it
dies
then?
down. If
Give
you
up.
remember,
That's easier.
Last year,
Isn't
the
it?
problem was it Ken and who else? There were 2 characters that were the problem last year,
Yeah,
right
big-
after Evo.
big problem
so
you
I get
couldn't
the
even
feeling
think
the
of.
same exact thing will happen, right? It's going to be the same annoying shit. So I guess we'll see what happens. But
Just give up. It's easier, dude.
I get the feeling it's going to be Cammy Palooza now.
Yeah, just
right?
give up.
Moving on. So
Just stop
it
trying.
was Luke last year. That's right. It was Luke last year. It was a crazy amount of fucking Luke players online out of nowhere. Right. Right. Ken and Luke. Yeah, that's right. It was a bombardment of Kens and Lukes for like 2 months. Ugh.
Definitely. He was in heaven.
So anyway, we'll see. But congrats to Punk. That was amazing gameplay. Insanely good player. This is not some fluke. This guy already, you could see he's been grinding a while to get to the level he's at. He deserves the win. Innovative player, not just a guy who's doing patterns, which is great.
Well,
obviously, but man, Cammy is a good fucking character in that game, and it makes me nervous because there's too many. There's too many. All
Okay.
right.
Got it. Cool, dude.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, that's all I got for the show. Let's talk.
Oh God,
about
Q&A
what games
already?
you guys want to see me play, but in the
I can't
meantime,
beat this
first, let's do
character.
shout-outs.
People are playing them.
We start off today with RAC 1190 gifting 5 memberships to the community. Thank you, RAC. Looks like
nice.
Jeremiah, Spidey, 5,000, Kyle, and Valdemaris got one.
Nice.
But I don't see the 5th one going out. I don't know if it didn't go out yet. Likely it will.
Huh?
I've seen an issue where it seems to take a while sometimes for the gifted memberships to go out, but it looks like they do eventually go out. So it is what it is. I can't see the 5th one, but hopefully.
Hopefully.
Wow. AI generated chat summary says viewers in chat are reacting to Street Fighter 6 and Phil's win. I won Evo. According to AI generated chat, I won Evo. That's amazing. Can you guys, who knew that? But I believe AI. I believe everything that AI tells me. Okay? There you go. Very nice. All right.
Take the wins when you can get them at this point.
Thank you for those gifted memberships.
You take the W's you can take, you know?
Let's see here. Gray Charger got banned because they were saying something stupid. Okay.
Okay. Do you need to announce those? Do you need to announce those? Okay, so Ray Charger got banned. Thanks for that. Thank you so much for that, sir. And next up.
Charger got banned because they were saying something stupid.
Okay, thank you.
Neon Cat, 2 months as a member, says DK64. Absolutely not.
Okay, good suggestion.
Retro Sake, 3 months as a member. Thank you for that.
Nice suggestion.
Retro Parasite did a super chat. So Retro Parasite is our first super chatter. Hold on.
He said Neon Cat. I think it's Neon Cat, isn't it? I don't know the name officially. Let me find it. Oh, no, it is Neon Cat. It is Neon Cat.
He says, what about introducing a sub Saturday where subs vote and play each game?
Let's hear how quickly he makes this sound stupid.
Our no commitment would add some variety. First of all, I don't understand what you mean.
My sister's not being abused.
First of all, you're an idiot.
Over 100. Are you saying members or subscribers? There is no subscriber nomination process. That doesn't exist. There could be a members like only poll. There could be members only polls.
Okay.
That I can run, or members only
semantic
threads
side
that
fill,
I can
big
run
ups.
on the community tab. But
we got
the problem
that.
with that is all the regular standard members who all got them for free because of the Argentinian loophole on YouTube.
Loophole.
That they still haven't.
Shout out to Loophole from the SOK. Big ups to Shades Argucci. Says, anyone bring up that Mena RD won CPT with Blanca, but Blanca totally isn't a strong overtuned character? No one's brought it up yet. Well, if they did, he doesn't read those out. So, you know. Big ups,
right now,
man.
I probably
Shades.
have, no lie, 1,000 fake
ups,
members
sir.
who all can nominate in that, and that wouldn't make sense because you're just going to have a bunch of trolls and idiots trying to skew everything. So the only way I would be able to do it is to do above the standard member level. So it would have to be like super members or ultra members.
Why don't you do that then?
Who have that?
That's
and guess how
fine.
many of those I have? Probably like 10.
Okay. So they get that.
So honestly,
you want to add the value to that right now? That would add some fucking value.
What you're suggesting would work if YouTube's system wasn't broken. If YouTube's system was working and everyone would just be a real paid member, then yeah. But no, right now, I've got over 1,000 members, out of which more than half are fake. So you got a bunch of trolls and jerks who are just going to skew it and be stupid
Argentinians,
about it. So,
Argentinian civilization members, members of Argentina.
Sadly, number one, it's not viable because YouTube system's broken. Number two,
You're an
there
idiot.
actually have to be someone working on that to make it happen. Like I can't sit there and run multiple different polls and things and then say, okay, here's the top 10 games and then figure out how I'm going to do them. Plus, another thing you got to understand is people who do that kind of stuff usually are big streamers who are a lot of money. So like, oh, on today it's Sub Saturday. We're going to play 10 different games that I just bought
that's not
just
true.
to play for today.
No, that's not true.
Yes, they can drop $200 on Sub Saturday on random games because they're probably going to make $1,000 that day. I'm not.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So
You know how many streamers make $1,000 in a day?
Games to only play them for one session, one day for an hour, and then throw it away.
Definitely.
Okay.
Point. Fantastic point. Very believable.
I appreciate the suggestion. Sadly,
you're an
right
idiot.
now, it's just not viable because of all the issues on YouTube. Okay.
I did nothing wrong.
Parasolo, 38 months as a member. So I want to go to Evo at least once. Seems like a lot of fun. You know, I will say this.
It's not fun, actually. I didn't have any friends, and I stayed in my hotel room the whole time. I went there.
I'll definitely say this.
I'm gonna
But
get
what
off
I'm
by
seeing,
cranking your knob just a little beyond the breaking point.
Big ups, AMAC. YouTube is broken. Testing.
modern Evo is so different from what old Evo used to be.
Now it's fun?
Probably is fun to go to if you're a fan of fighting games. When I used to go to Evo, it was literally you're sitting in the ballroom, you're waiting for your turn to be called. You sit there all fucking day. If you leave, you get yelled at because you're not there. You might get disqualified, so you're stuck in the ballroom. Sometimes you'll play some casual play against people on a setup. Sometimes you go into a side tournament because you got nothing better to do. It's just a lot of waiting and waiting, waiting, and waiting. And most of the time, things that would be fun would be like, oh, go hang out with the people outside of the venue, right?
But you need friends for that. And what if you don't have friends? Then what? It's just unfair. Anyways, next tip we got.
You can get some food or whatever. Today, they've basically turned Evo into a convention. Evo isn't just a tournament anymore. It's a convention. You go there and there's things to see. There's a whole floor with booths, right? So you see exhibitions from Capcom and other vendors, artists. They have Artist Alley. They have things, people selling stuff. They have all kinds of stuff going on there. It feels to me like they turned Evo into like Comic-Con Light, but it's for fighting game fans.
Comic-Con Light.
So if you go to Evo, you're going to be walking
Sounds
around.
like a Transformer. I am Comic-Con Light. With the power of my comics, I can make Evo fun again.
Buying stuff, taking pictures, meeting people for the first time who maybe you know from online communities, networking, getting some food,
Lightbringer,
doing some fun stuff with merch, probably entering side tournaments, probably playing against people from all over the world in casual play in the games that you like. Then you're actually playing in the tournaments you entered as well. It seems to me like it's more of a fun event. And, that's just, to me, I'll be honest, it's a little disappointing because I wish it was like that when I was a part of it. It wasn't.
Okay. Yep.
It really was more like a sweaty ass room full of dudes just sitting around waiting to fucking play a video game.
And by the way, no one there complained for a second because they're around their friends and having fun. The thing when you have friends, you can kind of just make fun happen, especially people you never seen for a long time. You only see at these conventions. Fun just happens, right? But you need friends for that. That's the tough part.
It wasn't even much of a spectator event back then. You know what I mean? We were grassroots. We were...
Oh, yeah. You were better than us.
A group of people who cared so much about the games. We didn't care about the money. We didn't care about... we just wanted to play. This was our opportunity to play people from all over the world and get experience and absorb knowledge on a game that had no online play. You had to play it in person. Today, it's a completely different event that honestly looks like something I probably would really enjoy, but I'm not going back to Evo. There's
Why
no
not?
point. I'm not going to compete in anything.
Because why? Are you just skill issue or an effort issue?
So, yeah. All right, so Parasolo, yeah, you probably would enjoy Evo. It looks, I'm going to be honest, from seeing what I've seen, I'm going to recommend it. It looks good.
Why do you have to say, I'm going to be honest before that?
Good, clean fun with a lot of things to do rather than just
good, clean fun
being stuck playing in a tournament. And by the way, since Evo's in Vegas, you also have opportunity to leave the venue when you're done and go enjoy Las Vegas as a tourist as well.
Yeah, you know a lot about that, right, Philip?
So it's like a good, complete package of everything, right?
Yeah. Speaking of packages, you went there with John Rambo, right? You did that kind of stuff, right?
Yes, it would be a fun thing to do for someone. I would actually, from what I've seen, I've had a complete change of attitude. I would actually probably recommend it.
Oh, look at this.
Okay.
Anything else? Any tips? Guys, I'm looking at the tips and I'm not seeing anything.
What got me out of the competitive games all the years ago? My back injury. I was a competitive Street Fighter player all the way through 2007. In 2007, I started to feel very burnt out doing it because I had done it for 3 to 4 straight years.
So that doesn't have anything to do with the back injury then, does it, sir?
I had basically kind of done it all besides win the big one. I had won all my regional qualifiers in the games that I was playing.
Yep.
I had traveled all over, played a bunch of players. At the end of 2007...
Racked up a ton of debt.
Tournament season. I was kind of like feeling very burnt out and like I kind of want to take a break from it. And then my injury happened where I severely herniated a disc in my lower back. I got shooting pain and or numbness in my legs. I couldn't...
Do you know which it is, or are we just trying to cover our tracks in case people check to see what you said in the past? I had numbness and or shooting pain. Not really quite sure which.
Really drive long distances and travel on the highway or anything.
Thank you, Justin.
Like that anymore. It was very uncomfortable for me. So because of that, I basically kind of phased out the competitive fighting game stuff, and I just became kind of a console gamer, and that's what got me into being a YouTuber. So if that injury hadn't happened, I might have continued. After a little break, I might have felt eat a lunch meat sandwich.
John blew his back out. Just a couple of guys, few brews, blew in each other.
Reinvigorate, especially when Street Fighter 4 hit.
Talk about some brews.
I might have actually gotten heavily into it, but what ended up happening was I became a YouTuber and got prominence doing that. And then when the other games were coming more popular, Street Fighter 4, I liked them, don't get me wrong, but I didn't have the desire to go back to that lifestyle of the grind of traveling and playing and spending money and all of that again, when I could just be a YouTuber at home, be popular, make money, enjoy what I'm doing with a variety of games, and not having to risk traveling with how bad my back was.
No, definitely.
So,
yeah.
Really, things just kind of change, and there's not much you can really do about that. That's just life, right?
Nailed that excuse. What flavor are we working with here? Cherry something. Cherry. Doesn't appear to be wild or black cherry. Cherry. Oh, cherry lemonade. Ooh, I might be down with that. Cherry lemonade. I've never seen that flavor. My new meta right now is Aldi flavored water beverages. 0 caffeine, 5 cals, 89 cents. Very cheap. No carbonation. So if you leave it out in the refrigerator, you don't lose any of the effect because there's no carbonation. I'm down with it. I recommend it highly. No Sir Wong yet, Pounder.
Okay, so we're going to do a little bit of Q&A now, but I just want to say to everyone, thanks for chilling with me here this morning.
Oh, no,
Please
no
support
tips.
the stream if you can, as you know. Number one,
that's one.
I always try to raise $50 of tips every stream. That's my goal. If I can do that today, that would be outstanding. Thanks to anyone who supports the stream, but anything appreciated. A super chat, super sticker, membership, gifted membership, or tip. Thanks in advance to anyone who supports
We're not done
this
yet.
stuff. I really do enjoy your company, and thanks for coming to hang out with me today. And let's
money,
see what you
please.
guys want to talk about.
Thank you. Please, money.
By the way, please give me your
Money.
suggestions on what to do tomorrow. That's what
By cranking your knob just a little beyond the breaking point.
Please give me.
By the way, please give me
You can fill the blanks on that one.
your suggestions on what to do tomorrow. That's what I really need help with right now. I need to figure out what game should I start. Right now, I think tomorrow would be a great opportunity either to check out SVC Chaos and maybe try it on PC. That's the thing. Did anyone check out the PC requirements for SVC Chaos?
Yeah.
'Cause that could be a good test for when the Marvel collection comes out.
Oh, definitely.
I can get it on
1,000 gigs
PC,
of
play it
memory.
on Steam with my joystick.
Threadripper.
And test it and see how it runs. I would hope it runs good, because if that's the case, that's a good test for MVC collection.
100
right?
gigabytes of storage available. It's crazy, dude. You can't do it.
Dave the Diver? What is Dave the Diver? I don't know what that game is. A million people...
You know what Dave the Diver is, guys? I'll show you. This is why people suggest Dave the Diver. And it's funny because his name is Dave the Diver. It's legitimately... Ready to see Dave the Diver?
If you make fun of any stream chatter, Derek or otherwise, you're a fucking loser.
Derek the Diver. Dave the Diver. Hell yeah. Dave the Diver. That's why we want to play Dave the Diver. Philip the Diver. We got to get him to say this. Big ups turkey, hot dogs, and rice. Great name. I hear a good remedy for bad backs is sitting 6 to 10 hours a day in a racer-style seat that scrunches your shoulders in, and for the most part, never exercising and moving around. Or Seattle Air. Those are both good remedies for bad backs. You are correct about
People
that.
have mentioned it, but the reason that people seem to mention it is because they're like, oh, the main character kind of has like a face, like a beard like you. So because of that, it's cool because, you know, it's a character that looks like you. Big deal, but what is the game? Like, what is Dave the Diver? Oh, yeah? My Ruin says you should have 0 issues playing Chaos on the mini PC. I might get it.
Oh,
I might get it and
dude.
try it tomorrow then. Just for the heck of it, mess around with it.
Mess
That'll be
around,
cool
hell
to
yeah.
have a first fighting game on the PC to test it out and see how it runs.
Oh, that'll be really neat. Big ups, Jericho. Legends. I know that it's something that could happen, but it's so funny that he's claiming to be an esports athlete with a career-ending injury like he blew out his ACL. Uh-huh. I could have won state, not for my damn back. That's exactly what he's doing.
I'll run it at 120 hertz. I will. I'll run it at 120 hertz, 60 frames.
3 pumps.
And hopefully have no input delay. That'd be sweet.
Nice 3 pumps there. Hope you enjoyed those. I could have won state. I could have won Evo.
Dwarf Fortress is a free chill city builder. What?
Oh,
what the hell are
Dwarf
you talking
Fortress. He
about?
would
Who
love
was talking
Dwarf
about
Fortress.
Dwarf Fortress.
It's a...
I don't even know what that means. Who was talking about that?
You asked for suggestions? People are giving you suggestions. So no one's talking about it?
Yeah, is back, but I don't really care. I'm not going back to Tekken 8 at this point. It's too much of an investment, you know?
Dwarf Fortress is a meme suggestion, by the way. It's very old school. I was around someone that played it once, and it's very old school. But it has a lot of fans, though, but it's very old school. We're talking this look here.
That is completely incorrect. Memory Gant says 120 hertz 60 frames and 60 hertz 60 frames are exactly the same thing. Wrong. As proven
Hold on.
That is completely incorrect. Memory Gant says 120 hertz 60 frames and 60 hertz 60 frames are exactly the same thing. Wrong. As proven scientifically in a video that we watch by Linus Tech Tips, where they tested it.
Oh, the famous scientist Linus Tech Tips. He is a PhD after all. Thank you, Linus.
You get better response time with the higher hertz, even if it's not running at that frame rate. You get better response time at the higher hertz. Completely incorrect.
Thank you.
Nice try, though.
Dr. Linus, PhD. Sinus big tips. Yes.
Wow, that wrong emote is great now. Look how clear that text is on there. Oh, wow, I really like that version.
Oh, a good thing you have something to do with it. Let's see if that's true or not. Where's the wrong?
Would I consider bringing back Dante's Inferno? I should mention this.
Not very clear,
for those
but
who
all
don't know, Dante's Inferno, one of my missing playthroughs that never actually was seen on YouTube because YouTube kept banning and removing it back in the day in 2010.
You figured
He's
that.
going live slowly over on DSP Throwback. In fact, part 4 went live this morning. The game is legit good. The combat is fun and engaging. The plot is actually interesting. There's some gross stuff. I'm not going to lie. There's some real bad gore.
Oh, yeah.
There's some sexual content that's pretty bad. I don't mean, nudity. I mean, there's some pretty bad other stuff, if you know what I mean.
Like what? Can you explain it? I don't know what you mean.
The game itself, I'm watching it. I'm like, dude, this game is way better than I remember it. Like, the game looks like it would legit be super fun to play. You just got to be okay with that really extreme stuff that they put in it. So, yeah, if you're not watching it yet, I recommend go over to DSP Throwback, take a look at the Dante's Inferno playthrough.
Join the other hundreds of people that have done it. And when I say hundreds, I mean like 120 people.
It's kind of sad that I never got to beat it because YouTube wouldn't allow it back in the day. They didn't like the gore. They didn't like the nudity and the sexual content. They couldn't take it. And they shut it down. Now it's allowed. I mean, I'll be honest. A lot of those videos are demonetized. You can't put ads on the videos that have the extreme stuff.
Don't worry,
I'm not
brother.
really making anything on the playthrough.
You wouldn't be making anything if they had triple ad revenue engaged for these videos when you're getting 200 views on it, brother.
I'm really uploading it there for posterity purposes so someone can finally see it. Like, you guys have never seen it. It's never been live on YouTube. You can finally see it now because that playthrough's never been live. That's a first-time playthrough right now. So I hope you'll give it a look. But it looks great.
Great Q&A session here. Hello.
Maybe eventually I would go back and play it. I'm obviously not going to do it now because we're putting up the old playthrough, right? It wouldn't make sense to be putting up the old playthrough on one channel and playing the game on the other channel. That would be
Why don't you finish the playthrough? That'd be kind of hype.
Maybe in the future I would look into do it, but now, I'm not going to do it exactly.
You want to talk about some cross promotion there?
Bill, I don't think you were listening to me. I've already answered that. He says, has Joon the King given any indication when your documentary will be released? He basically said definitely in August. He's thinking, unless there's a delay, which he hasn't told me yet.
Okay.
He's saying definitely in August, but early August is going to be Review Tech USA's documentary. Like, that's coming first. So that one comes first. Once that's out and done, then likely mine is next on deck. But he hasn't said 100% if it's actually coming out in August.
August is going to be a hype month, boys. Get ready.
I'm going to be honest. I'm nervous. It's going to come out that last week when there's a million games. And it's like, how am I going to do all that? I don't know. That's going to be tough. We'll have to figure it out together somehow.
What's Cat playing? Neon Cat asks. Let's see if that gets answered. I doubt it. I doubt it. Ooh, do you think the Doc has the potential to be non-biased since he's reached out to you for your own?
Doc isn't currently playing anything right now.
Oh, there you go. Right on time. Look at me. A prognosticator. All right, next up is this. Answer it, Philip. Answer it,
The
Philip.
next game, she looks like she's interested in Star Wars Outlaws, but she's not playing any games right now.
What's going on? Okay. That leads to be that something is definitely going on with Kat, right? She's not playing any games right now like it was ridiculous.
In Star Wars Outlaws, but
Listen.
she's not playing any games right now.
Like she doesn't have the ability to do so. Hear that? She's not playing any games right now. I think it's a health thing. I mean, Team Health is definitely not going down in price either. But
AMS says, do you think his doc on you will have potential to be non-biased because he reached out to you for your own take? The way I see it is this. He is going to amass as much information as he can get that is public on the internet, and he's going to formulate a documentary and an opinion based on that.
Correct.
Sadly, the vast majority of information and opinion about me on the internet is negative, right?
I wonder why that is.
It is. So you're going to have 90% negativity in this documentary because it's 90% negativity about me on the internet.
Yes.
There's not much you can do about that. Now, there were certain situations and cases where he asked me specifically for my take or my explanation of something, and I tried to always give him to the best of my ability.
You know what that means? So when Philip couldn't defend something, he would say, I don't remember that. I guarantee we're going to hear that. Philip says he doesn't remember exactly how much money he paid for the PC. Shit like that. You know that's going to happen.
Explanation of something, and I tried to always give him, to the best of my ability, my take or my explanation on something. How that factors into the documentary, I have absolutely no idea. I'll tell you this. There were some times he asked me something, I answered. He's like, actually, that completely jives with my research on you, so great. I mean, it seems like everything's in line.
Okay.
And then there was a couple times.
You actually did call him. You actually did. I'm trying to think of a good example. You actually did first think of paying John Rambo $250, but when he offered to get paid $100, you did quickly jump on that opportunity. That was correct. That does jive with my research as well.
He asked me and I answered. He's like, that doesn't seem to be in line with what I found. And I'm like, well, I don't know what you found because that's the internet. Like, I'll give you an example. In the FGC, there was a lot of people who didn't like me. But the people who knew me in person really liked me. They knew me as a good player, a good...
So none of those people were on the SRK, though. Okay, got it.
Sport.
Okay.
And a person who actually actively wanted to run tournaments and be a positive guy. Online, I was a heinous villain. That was the point. I was supposed to be the heel of the community. It got people to love to hate me, so they would come to tournaments to see me play and hopefully lose. They would root against me, right? That was the point. That was the whole thing going on with my persona back in the 2000s. Persona. As a Street Fighter.
Yes.
So, do you think any of the people who I knew back then in person are going to be online now to talk? No. All you're going to be able to do is go back. You're going to see the awful forum posts, the people who hated my guts crapping on me. That's the stuff you'll find archived. You won't find the people who went to tournaments saying, oh, yeah, it was great. DSP ran an amazing event. Wow, he was super...
You did run an amazing event because you shit on them in multiple SRK forums about the tournaments you ran. And I've showed those on the Density Scrolls many times.
Good as Super Turbo back then. Instead, all you're going to see is forum threads from SRK of people shitting on me. Right?
You shitting on them, even in cases where they didn't ask for your opinion, but you still jumped into threads that had nothing to do with you to give your shitty opinion. And let's not forget that you brought in the Incel Manifesto in an all-female thread that wanted nothing to do with you. I hope we're going to hear about that too.
That's what I mean. Like, what's documented on the internet isn't representative of real life.
Oh, it's things that actually happen versus imaginary people?
But I mean, like, what's documented on the internet isn't representative of real life. But that's what you'll find if you're researching shit like this.
Okay, got it.
There's nothing that can be done about that.
Makes sense.
I've got 125 likes on this.
Makes sense. Makes no sense. Tony T says, so Joon is fact-checking the Snort Factory? It seems like it.
All I can do is give you my take as I'm watching the documentary and say, well, here's how it was from my perspective and present my side. But that's all that can be done.
So it's going to be his recollection of things that happened 15 to 20 years ago, or the things that he wrote online that are still saved to this day. Which one do you think is more believable? All right? But Philip's going to pretend that his recollection is the thing that should be more powerful than the things he actually wrote.
Right? So I very much guarantee you that there's going to be a ton of negative shit, but it's going to give me a lot of opportunity to
try to retcon all of those things.
Elaborate, give back more
Retcon,
supplemental information on the stuff he found,
change opinions,
and give my take, which is good, right? Like that's a good thing to be able to do that. And by the way, I don't think that Joon the King is out to get me. Like, yes, the documentary is likely going to have a lot of negativity about me and my mistakes.
That opinion will change. I'm sure of that, brothers.
Some things I did over the years that were bad. That doesn't mean that he's like, oh, I really need to destroy Phil here and just make him look like shit or anything like that. I don't think that's his intention whatsoever. I think it's his intention to make the most comprehensive documentary on me ever done, because there's always been people who do it, but it's fragmented, right? Like you've got Frederick Knudsen, who kind of talked about the fighting game stuff, but only went up to a certain point. You got guys like Turkey Tom, who barely grazed the surface of half of my history.
Frederick Knudsen is as close to a Joon documentary as you're going to get in terms of being just sharing the facts of the situation. Turkey Tom's is a little bit less, let's say, how can I put this? Less neutral, let's say, because Turkey Tom was not afraid to share the negativity, straight up, which is totally what he should do, by the way. That's what it is. It's more negative. But Frederick Knudsen and Joon the King will try to appear more neutral, which I guess is what Philip likes, without adding, like, any opinion at all, let's say. And Turkey Tom added a little bit of opinion. So that's why he likes, I guess, Frederick Knudsen and Joon the King, because they don't share their opinion, but they're just going to be sharing the things that Philip did, which no one could turn into a good thing, no matter how hard you tried. I don't care if you are OIC and you love Phil for everything they do, which, by the way, OIC is a bad example because I don't think that's the case. But Jade, let's say, well, that might not be the case either. Who's a real fan I could use as an example here? Derek. That's not a good example either. But no one could look at Philip's actions and make them positive in any way.
Hyper-focused in on certain parts that are pretty stupid, right? So now you're going to have someone who actually just covers the whole thing from start to finish, which is why it's his longest documentary ever. Gives me opportunity to talk about my whole history, right?
Oh, can't wait for that.
So I think that's going to be good.
I cannot wait. Oh, come on, please, more documentary talk. Chat, don't let him drop.
Like I said, it also depends on when it releases. If it comes out that time when it's super busy with games, it's going to be hard to do a full react to it.
No
so
one
like
cares.
I said, I might have to
will.
pick and choose. The parts, like I probably want to respond to anything from the early days, like my Street Fighter days,
Incel Manifesto
and my early
days,
YouTube days, and stuff like that. I'm really
when I gave Leanna the pill, that kind of stuff.
not interested in talking anything about all the nonsense that's happened in the last 5-6 years about my finances and shit. Number one, it's no one's fucking business. Number two, no one has it right. I've already said my piece on it. My piece hasn't changed.
Yes, it has.
My statements on this stuff are always going to remain the same. So what's the point in me sitting here for an hour watching him just go over a bunch of bullshit people made up? And just say,
like the public bankruptcy documents, those things,
That's not true, that's not true, that's not true. Okay, Phil, we'll show evidence of what you're saying.
Yeah.
No, because it's innocent until proven guilty, and you haven't proven anything. You made a ton of accusations, right? With consequential evidence that doesn't prove anything.
Correct.
It could all be fabricated, which it is. So I don't have to prove anything at all. I just ignore that bullshit. That's what I mean. Like, there's no point for me to sit there and just say, it's not true, it's not true, it's not true, it's not true.
So prove it. Say it.
If I prove it, now I put myself at great risk.
Yeah, that's the loophole. You've activated my trap card. I could always just say, if I prove it, that's putting myself at risk. At risk of what?
Show you my personal finances. I have to show
no one
you
asked for that.
How the business runs. I have to show you online accounts.
Dude, you asked, Studying Craig asked you to show you his mobile game account, and that, he said, was putting his family at risk. A mobile account. Okay. By the way, I believe it is time. Top right is the rarest, so I will take. Top left is the rarest, so I will take this opportunity to let him out of his cage. He's waking up, boys! Holy shit, he's waking up! He heard the bullshit about Joon's documentary. He had to come out to play.
Then is exactly what my haters want, because they want to be inside my life.
That's fair,
so
actually.
They can fuck with me even further. No, I'm not going to do that. I don't care about the accusations because they're bullshit. Who fucking cares about what I spend my money on? Who cares if I play a mobile game?
Oh.
Right? This stuff is so dumb and stupid.
Yeah,
It's
like your friend Mansoor talked about. Remember him? You said you had a back and forth. He mentioned that as well. Actually, that was kind of interesting.
Just mind-numbingly idiotic that anyone even gives a fuck about it, and it's not true regardless. So who cares?
Yeah,
I'm done wasting
nice
my
add-on.
time on it. That's
Okay.
again. That's why I did the Side Scrollers interview. You want my take? Go watch the 5-hour interview and leave me alone. I got nothing else to say on it. My stance will not change, right? So that's what I mean. Like, I'll react to the parts of the documentary that I have stuff to add. I have nothing to add about any of that bullshit from the last 4 or 5 years. It's all the same shit.
Okay, so that means Leanna's on the table, giving Leanna pills on the table, beginning of Catherine's on the table. All right, sounds pretty good, dude.
Resaid over and over, nothing new to add, always the same argument, always bullshit. So I'm nothing to say. Why waste time on that? So it might be that I like cut it in half. I react to the first half or 2/3 of it, and then that part I just cut out.
It would be.
And then I see what like his final thoughts are, and I react to that, right? I don't know. We'll see.
So this is amazing. He's gonna cut off all that shit, and then like people are just gonna be left. The whole internet is gonna be left to come to their own decisions on that shit, like they already have. So it won't matter that much. But like, I don't think he thinks he understands how big it's gonna be when it comes out, because it will leave another, another 2-3 million eyes on it. I know most of the people from that 2 or 3 million already know about DSP. But it's going to bring a lot more eyes on him than there ever is these days, And then what? He's going to address it all, by the way. He can't resist. He will absolutely address it all. I'm sure of that. But, yeah, let's leave out all the controversial stuff because, hey, I have no defense, so I can't talk about that. He's definitely got to bring it up, though. He'll definitely talk about everything. I guarantee it. Oh, hold on, getting a little lemonade, cherry limeade lemonade there, like that.
Okay.
Everyone's talking about it in his chat now. He doesn't want to mention it. Hello? Are eyebrows considered facial hair?
Yes. Carlos says, Ken, Ed, and Bison dominated the top 32. No Luke in the top 16 is crazy. Yeah, it's a complete flip from last year. I was shocked that there were that many Eds. There were 2 Eds in the top 6. I was like, what? I didn't know Ed was that good. Like, I knew Ed was good. I've played against him online. He seems like he has some really sound strategies. I didn't know he was that good. I mean, that's crazy. I thought he was like mid-tier, but he might be way better than what we thought, right?
AVP, I like the cut of your jib, sir.
First tip of the day has come in, but I also got a super chat.
Okay.
Let's see. Gabriel did a super chat and says, I love when you call people out for not paying attention. Well, I mean, if I literally just did a big segment about something and then someone comes in and
you
asks
call people out for shit you posted like weeks ago. Oh, I guess you didn't check out my video from 3 weeks ago, dude.
Question of what I just talked about, it's like, oh my God.
Come on, dude.
The good thing is on YouTube, you have the ability to rewind. So if I say that, just rewind and go watch the segment you want the answer from. Right?
Okay, not going to rewind the stream,
If
dude.
I could get down on my hands and knees and say thank you and still be on
First tip of the
camera,
day has come in.
I would do it. Okay? I seriously would do it.
Hold on.
Stack of shit says, when you and Mike Klum were in talks, Jaha and others were talking shit about you on Twitter. Of course they were. Of course they were, right?
Okay, boys, we got a Jaha reference. Big ups to Aid Robertson, by the way. Big ups WPIG 6051. Big ups to you, Aid. You're a legend. You're here at a good time. We got a Jaha reference. Here we go. He's in the house as well.
Thank you for re-upping your membership. I appreciate that.
Let's fucking go.
Stack of shit says, when you and Mike Klum were in talks, Jaha and others were talking shit about you on Twitter. Of course they were. Of course they were, right? Because that's the thing that, now is the time to jump on the bandwagon of hate, and finally I could get a moment of attention for myself. And it's like, huh? What are you even talking about, right? Like here's the thing about Jaha, all right? Back in the day, he was known as the bully of the FGC. He was.
You were the
He was known as
bully.
the guy who would talk shit, and then he would actually punk you in real life, and sometimes he got into altercations at tournaments and stuff. Okay.
You were punking people. Okay, so I'm going to keep the facts straight for you here, Jaha. So you were punking people and were known as the bully of the FGC.
The reason that he was always in my face back then is because I was an asshole. I was a big mouth, braggadocious shithead.
Braggadocious?
I said and did things that were incredibly harmful
because
I thought it was helping the community with causing drama. In reality, a lot of people didn't like that, and he was one of the people who I feel rightfully was calling me out for.
All right, rightfully.
Okay?
He did say rightfully
so
there.
If you look in perspective of who I was back then,
Uh-huh.
I actually don't feel like his hatred towards me was unwarranted at all. Looking back at it now, as a 42-year-old adult, I'm like, I was a complete idiot 20 years ago. I said and did dumbass things. I tried to cause problems for people. You know, I harassed people in the FGC. I was essentially a really bad troll. Okay? So, Jaha hating on me in the 2000s and wanting to beat my ass was pretty much well-deserved. Okay?
Pretty much well-deserved.
I'm not that guy anymore. I've completely changed. I have nothing to do with that. I don't do that shit. If you look at me now, I'm literally the opposite of that. I don't go after and harass people. I don't do online drama. I'm not that kind of person. I very well could be, because look at how many YouTubers are. And look how affluent they've gotten doing it, right? They literally have livings. Fucking hating on people, shitting on people, causing internet drama.
That's what you
I'm
do?
the opposite of that.
Okay,
correct?
yes.
I am. I don't do that. I want to stay.
I've chosen a life of begging, and I think, Jaha, you should respect that.
I just want to stay here in my lane, make content for you guys, hang out, and be chill. That's all I care about. I look back at my old self, the 20-year-old Phil, and I'm like, dude, that's someone who, in today, I would like to beat the shit out of that person. Because that person was an asshole, and I regret that very, very much. That's why I've publicly apologized. I've apologized to a few people behind the scenes for it, because I know that it was wrong what I did back then. Okay, I publicly admit that now. For anyone in the modern day to think that I am the same person from 20 years ago and to come out of the woodwork to crap on me and want to be involved.
They know what you turned into.
I mean, what? Right? You know, I can't fault Jaha for 20 years ago hating on me. I was a complete piece of shit. 100% agree there. Today, why would someone come out and be like, oh, yeah, I remember 20 years ago that guy's an asshole. Let's crap on him now. Huh? Like, you're still on this 20 years later. This is what you've done with your life in the last 20 years, is that you want to crap on someone 20 years later for something they did 20 years ago. More power to you, I guess.
Oh, cool.
But it's kind of outdated. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of fucking weird. Don't you think? That's just a little odd that 20 years later, someone's like going to come out and crap on you for something you did that you're not representative of who you are today. You know what I mean? Like, huh?
It's outdated now.
By the way, sack of shit, I'm not going to put your name like that on my leaderboard. So there you go.
Well,
so yeah,
money...
I'm not going to lie. It is a little odd. And I'm not going to lie either. It was a little odd that Mike Klum was like, yeah, I want to reach out to that kind of people. I was like, why?
Why? So you don't want them to cover people that were dealing with you back in the day, Philip? I thought you want a fair and balanced documentary. That requires talking to people from the times when you did that kind of stuff. It doesn't matter. What? This is maybe that's why Mike Klum said fuck it.
That Mike Klum was like, yeah, I want to reach out to that kind of people. I was like, why? You want to talk to 20-year-old bullies? Like, you literally want to talk to someone who bullied people 20 years ago.
Yes!
And give them the opportunity to have a voice to bully again.
They're not going to bully again. What are they going to do? Beat you up in the interview? Hey, Mike Klum, when you see Phil, give him a punch for me. Hell yeah. He's going to explain the situation.
20 years ago. And give them the opportunity to have a voice to bully again. That's what you're doing. Like, why would you do that? Like, no one in the FGC associates with that guy anymore. So why would you want to pull his name out of the woodwork?
Because he was a part of the story of DSP, which is the thing the documentary is trying to portray.
To get him involved in anything, you know? And again, I want to make this clear.
Yeah.
I agree that 20 years ago, I probably should have had my ass beat for the stuff that I said and did.
Yeah.
Not today.
You cried your way out of it.
I'm a completely different dude.
I don't want to speak for you, Jaha, but I don't think Jaha also cares about you anymore either, about beating your ass anymore either. You're not doing the same shit you were doing back then, but you can sure as hell still make fun of you for the shit you did back then and do now. And by the way, people in the FGC don't hate Jaha like they hate you.
Apologize. I want nothing to do with that. I acknowledge my shortcomings from when I was younger.
Okay.
Like I said, modern day 42-year-old Phil wants to beat the shit out of 22-year-old Phil.
Okay.
Because I look
so
back,
therefore,
it's
can't talk to
I'm a
Jaha.
fucking cringe lord idiot who just said shit just to piss people off. What a loser. What an asshole. Right? But to bring that up today, like that's something that's pertinent, is not. And
I'm gonna get off by cranking your knob just a little beyond the breaking point.
For a documentary about 20-year-old goings on that is extremely pertinent.
Sadly, I think that's the deal, is that with Mike Klum's documentary, he wants to drudge that shit up for drama purposes so people will want to watch the documentary. Yeah, but it doesn't apply anymore. So what's the point? Unless the story arc is, but now...
Does he not understand that the Joon documentary is going to do the same thing?
Apply anymore. So what's the point? Unless the story arc is, but now look at how this person has grown and changed, then that's different. And I think that's kind of where that documentary was going to be going.
Okay.
Bring up the shit, the drama of the past, and all these people that don't like Phil, but now show that he's nothing like that anymore. So is it really fair to hold these negative associations with him when he's not that person that you remember?
So canceling the Mike Lum documentary was a bigger fumble than I thought it was for you then, because Joon's documentary will not do that.
Right? So there you go.
What? Yeah, thank you, big guy. He also wanted interviews with his parents. Why is that pertinent? That's 30 years ago. I popped out of my mom 40 years ago. Huh? Holy shit, good pre-stream to be on, though. I'll tell you that. Lucky I was on. Lucky I was available for this one. I'll tell you that. Hello.
I mean, the Power says I should play Luigi's Mansion 2.
They're
How
very
long
pertinent.
is Luigi's Mansion 2?
Don't give a
Anyone
shit.
know?
DSP Flag It says, whoa, Phil went from talking tough on forums directly to people in the FGC to anonymously talking tough to players in Street Fighter 6, saying they should delete their accounts and worse, but they have no way to talk back. 100% different. Yeah. How are you exactly different besides being too scared to face people even online now? Like before we were scared of people, but we would still mix it up online on Twitter, at least on the forums. Now we don't even do that. Now we can't even do that. Now we just say shit only in situations where no one can question it. That's the only way he does it.
Oh my God, excuse me.
Oh, great podcast here. This is the meaningful stuff that I hope Joon covers.
X Shooter, thanks for your super chat. Yeah, I'm excited for some Fallout 4 today. It should be fun.
Let me tell you,
for so long.
We are bubbling up with joy here. People can't contain themselves anymore. Getting ready for this Fallout 4. Mm-hmm. Yep. Someone called out, like, who's called a pattern player? He shut the fuck up real fast. Great podcast, by the way. Love this. Oh, Iwamoto, you missed the hype one. We got some Jaha talk.
What game should you play today? God of War Ragnarok or Ghost of Tsushima? Depends on which kind of game you want to play.
Thank you.
Do you
Don't
want a
answer.
more linear game with some epic fights, great graphics, and interesting combat, or do you want a more open world exploration game with kind of choose your way to go through it, doing side missions and stuff? It's a very different style of game for sure.
Okay, great answer. So no answer then. Got it. What ice cream should I eat? Chocolate or vanilla? Well, it depends on what flavor you're after. If you want more of a chocolatey flavor, you might want to get chocolate. If you want more of a vanilla flavor,
Jade Van Zyl, as I said, on this very show, that's what we're trying to figure out. Like, what am I doing next? We have some interesting candidates. SVC Chaos, which just came out, which I might try on PC to see if I can play a fighting game on PC like that. The Nintendo World Championships, which also just came out, which could add content for random streams here and there.
Definitely.
This new Super Monkey Ball game that I guess came out, but I don't know too much about it. I'd have to look into it. Like, I just got Luigi's Mansion 2 HD was just recommended, so I don't know. I'm not sure what to do. I know all about Tunic Ellipsian. I don't think anyone's going to be too interested in it, sadly, even though it is a good game. I don't think that's what people are really looking for right now.
Let's see what happens when he gets here.
12 to 18 hours for Luigi's Mansion 2? Okay, cool.
I don't think that's going to go well. Big ups Ryan. Says, what is he even reading? Nightbot's messages? No, it's just like the random madness of his own fans that are in there that they don't talk about what he's talking about. They just like randomly go whatever they're saying.
I have no idea. I got another dollar tip from Sack of Shit who says, do you think that Joon reached out to people like John Rambo and Howard for the documentary?
Here we go.
I have no idea.
Yes.
He didn't actually talk to me about that kind of stuff. Basically, he would ask me from my perspective about things that basically only I would know. Like he asked me about the FGC stuff, and I gave him my perspective on that. He asked me about that discrepancy about a PC with my very early forum website guys and stuff like that. You know,
the guys that made the forum and your website for you. So please don't call them website guys. The guys that made that for you out of the kindness of their own hearts, then tried to make you a PC. Yes, continue though.
Stuff that's like so old that only I would even have like knowledge of it. So you have to ask me to say, is there anything on the internet I can find about this? What's your take on it? What's your perspective? He didn't ask me about anything like that recent, really. Not at all.
Yeah, that's more all out there, so we all can see the proof of John Rambo's video and stuff like that. So go ahead. Yeah.
You know, that kind of stuff. I don't know. Who knows? I doubt that he got into contact with anybody. Yeah. I mean, they're gone from the internet. Like, you know.
He sure hopes so. You sure fucking hope so, don't you?
But I'm saying, like John Rambo hasn't been around in ages. And by the way, they already said their piece. Like, they did a whole giant video about it years ago in 2015. I reacted to that video 2 years ago.
So maybe they want to say maybe they want to say a little bit more now to clean up your retcons.
It's like that whole discussion is done. Like, what else is there to add? It's done. We haven't even spoken to each other since 2015. There's nothing else additional to say.
Yes,
you know
there
I mean?
is. There's plenty. How come you get the last word? Oh, I hope Joon did that. I have no proof of that. I have no knowledge of that, but I hope he did.
How's Kat today? She's all right. She'll be back in a couple hours. She's at work. She'll be back in a couple hours.
All right. At work now.
What's going on, Cracker Jacks? How are you today?
Iwamoto says if Cat leaves,
Fallout? Like I said, me too. Fallout.
Hikikomori arc or Leisure Larry. I think he would do Twitter Larry, if you know what I mean. He would go back on the hunt trying to get another made as fast as possible.
It's always a chill time. The Nuka World DLC actually got to the better part. I think the first part where you're doing the stuff with the gang members is boring, but now we're getting into the part where we clear the park and do that stuff. That's
Twitter suit Larry. Crispy shirt Larry. Need a funnier name for it.
Oh, that's right. I'm doing a melee build, right? Wow, I totally forgot. It's been so long. I forgot I do melee. I'm doing melee build.
Yep, seems like you're really into it.
Until they explode, right? I wonder what melee weapon was I even using? I don't remember.
Great. Yes, he really does have 220 viewers right now. As you can tell, the excitement is off the charts right now.
So I would love all of your opinions today on what I should be playing starting tomorrow and then moving forward in the next
A lot of people shared a lot of opinions, and you shit them all. You shit on them all.
Couple of weeks as I have these open streams. Please give me your feedback. Let me know. I have my opinions, and I got to make a decision about tomorrow by the end of tonight. So basically, by the end of tonight's Stardew Valley stream, which also will be a chill stream where we can talk about this, I got to come to this determination of what to play in the next couple of weeks. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah, see, a lot of people say System Shock 2, but I don't know about that game enough. Like, how long is it? How expensive is it? What would I even get it on?
4 million hours, $1,000.
People care that much? Some people have said System Shock, but I don't see like a big group saying System Shock.
Okay, it's 2 people though. That's not enough, I guess. Okay, congratulations. Great. Okay, so this podcast was not as lucrative as I was hoping. So, gonna stay here for a while, long as it takes. Got any of that money or looking for money?
Not System Shock 2. This is the remake, right? System Shock Remake is the one that everyone's talking about. That's the one that
very cool.
That they made like updated graphics. It looks like a modern game now or something, right?
Definitely. So, anyways, looking for tips here, if you don't mind. Okay. Very chill. Very chill and fun.
AVP the Beast, you realize everyone's ignoring you, right?
Why? Is he asking questions?
No one's addressing any of the things you're asking.
So, I thought this was a Q&A show. It's not? He asked questions such as, how do you handcuff a one-armed man?
He's literally asking the most random things or saying random statements.
Why not?
But no one's really reacting to him. I don't know why. He's on his like 12th one now.
Okay. Well, never stop, AVP. Don't stop. It's better than questions like, yeah, this is a good question. Do you use a special edition Switch as your main device? You don't answer that? This is the least talking podcast ever. This is a record. Okay, well, very fun and interactive. We are having fun.
We all blocked him? Yes, he's saying such insightful things such as, listen to this one. Ready?
Oh, please, give more attention.
If a jogger runs at the speed of sound, can he still hear his iPod?
Great question.
No, because he left his iPod back in the late 2000s when everyone threw them out when their smartphones started playing music for them. So no, he can't hear his iPod.
Masterfully played,
It's at
sir.
a landfill somewhere.
Oh.
Nah, Brian, I'm not interested in multiverses. Listen, I liked multiverses when it came out 2 years ago as a beta. Then people got tired of it, said stop playing it, so I did. I tried multiverses again when it was re-released. Within 2 streams, people were done with it. So I'm not going to keep force-feeding multiverses.
By that, it means people didn't give me enough money.
Versus to the audience that doesn't like it.
I'm
just not.
give me money.
I like it personally. I actually find multiverse interesting. Now they're adding, who are the new characters? I think Beetlejuice and who's the other one? Samurai Jack. Yeah, that sounds cool to me. But guess what? People don't care. If the viewers don't care, I can't. Sadly, this stream is not just my hobby stream where I can just play whatever I want.
Yes, it's about the money.
A stream where everyone's enjoying the content. Me, you, and it goes reciprocating like that.
It goes reciprocating.
If only I'm liking it, then it doesn't work. And I think that was the case with multiverses, so it is what it is.
Brian Burkett is a LARP name, by the way, because I believe it's Brian's name. The Brian that he did co-op with on Friday night is Brian Burke, I think. So yeah, Brian Burkett is definitely a LARPer's name, I believe.
Well, I play the new RGG Studio game when it releases. I don't know what it is. I don't know anything about it. I like the RGG Studio games. I just don't know what this one you're talking about is. So you went to MVC Collection?
Oh yeah, someone asked that. That's very important.
Yeah, it's not out yet. It's not. There's no release date, right? Nothing's come out. So because of that, because there's no release date for it, there's no way you can put it into the plans. So no, nothing about it at all, sadly.
Okay. No one is. I mean, this is what happens. No one's asking. If you can't ask questions because you get bitched on, so no one's asking shit. What's a question with no answer called? This is what other people are talking about. Neon Cat, you gonna be here tonight? Probably not.
Yeah, nothing.
Okay, until next time. Not a fan of Stardew. That's what we're dealing with here.
I really wish. But no,
there's so little people here that what are they supposed to do? This is meaningful. Okay. So anywho, so he's checking his Joon DMs. Did he reach out to John and Howard? I think he said he wouldn't.
Rebecca, you have a great day.
Thanks, Rebecca. Shout outs to Rebecca. All right, this was the next thing in chat. I hope you comment on that, Philip.
No, I don't care about the college football game. Oh my God. He's bringing it up like, no, I don't care about that college football game. I have no desire to play it. No.
Nice LARPer name, by the way, Bono's Tecmo.
0. Every once in a while, on a whim, I'll play a sports game because it's like a gimmick thing for me to try, right? If a Madden game's on Game Pass, I'll give it a shot. Or NBA 2K.
Was that a gimmick?
I don't care about football or college football. Why would I want to play this game? I don't care if it's good. I still don't have an interest in the sport. So why would I play that game? It doesn't make sense. All right, guys. I think it's time to wrap up the show. It sure seems like it's about time.
I was thinking that.
Say thanks for all of your input. Let's continue over the course of Fallout today and Stardew Valley. Let's keep talking. And then by the end of today, I got to make my determination about what I'll do on tomorrow's day stream and go from there. Okay, guys? Thank you so much. Thanks for hanging and chilling.
Definitely.
And I hope that you will. I hope that you will join me for today's stuff. I hope that you will not take off and run away.
Take off.
I hope that you will stick around.
Run away.
It's going to be chill, interactive fun all day.
Run away.
So thanks for that. And I will see you tomorrow. I'll tell you how today went. Of course, I'll tell you what we determined. And go from there. All right, guys. Thanks so much. See you tomorrow. All right.
Where's the picture?
So let's quickly get the console and game set up. I do have to use the restroom before we begin today.
Oh, God. Number 1 or 2?
But it won't be a super long break or anything.
Okay,
like
number
that.
1. Gotcha. Thank you.
Nature calls break. And then we'll jump right back into Nuka World. I remember where we were. We had just gone into the theme park. We were starting to take out like ghouls and stuff like that, because that's the
great
point
setup
that we're at. Is
Look, good layout here.
great.
Good scene change.
The Gamepad Pro.
Great scene change here. Look at this.
That's the point we're at. Is we have to clear out the park of all the things in there, if I remember correctly. And then once it's clear,
hang on a minute. Wasn't Catherine's name on there previously, or is this a new development? I thought Catherine's name used to be on there, and now it's not. Someone that knows about this better, please fill in on this. It was, right? I'm pretty sure of that. Let me get a screen grab of this, and then I'll check. So skip sign in. You can see all the way on the left. Okay. It's on its... Oh, is she on PlayStation?
all the things in there, if I remember
okay,
correctly.
See, yeah. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Okay, gotcha.
Then we can actually like assign parts of the park to each.
Don't
gang
buy
member.
too
That
much
could be
divorce
the big
coin
finale, stuff like that. So
just hold on.
Okay.
That was just an idea, just a Theo theory, but now it has been debunked. Debunked.
I just want to confirm
that tips still work.
That.
Hang on, guys. I'm not sure if tips still work. Could you check on that?
The right resolutions and everything. I'm almost positive I never changed the settings. Remember, we were starting to play at 4K and everything, and I think I still have all those settings enabled. I don't think I'd ever disabled them, but I just want to double check that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're at 4K 60 hertz. We are. Cool. Good.
You guys won't see any of that, but thanks for me.
All right, guys. So I am going to take a break for me to use the restroom.
Any Philip?
And I'll be back in a few minutes.
We're going to see Philip?
For Fallout 4, okay? Thanks for chilling. Again, guys, please remember to support the stream today.
Yes.
$50 tips goal. That's what I'm trying to hit for this stream. And hopefully I will see you. I'm going to take a brief break here to use the restroom. I'll be back, and then we'll start up. So thanks. I'll see you in a few.
Oh, I pushed it twice on accident. I pre-pushed it. All right, getting up. Hang on a second. Getting momentum up. Yo! Okay. I'm a different guy. It's forwarding. Wow. Okay. So 5 minutes. Holy shit. Almost 10 minutes. Over 10 minutes.
Thank you for re-upping your membership. I appreciate that.
Big ups indeed, hand job. Okay. Over 10 minutes gone. Took a while to get up the steps, I guess.
Alrighty, guys. Ready to start?
No, you guys appreciate my breaks. If you like my breaks, please give me a tip.
Yeah.
We are so low energy today, aren't we? I think those comments about the documentary got him thinking, didn't they? He's not in a great mood. No money.
With this salt.
Need some more money. It's not going great today so far.
I want to hear that. We gotta get past this fast because this screws up the audio. This music, it's claimed. Okay.
Oh, yeah, we wouldn't want to risk losing those 500 views. At most. What is this? Are we going to have energy for the intro for YouTube at least? I mean, this is working, right?
Oh, I don't remember what we're doing. Hold on, because I gotta get my capture device to stop doing this. Ooh, that pipe looks terrible. Look, it didn't render. What happened? He rendered.
I think it did
render. Why didn't
render.
the pipe render? Look, what
I
happened?
think that's... I mean, Philip. You're playing
That's
Fallout
weird.
4, dude.
I also don't even remember what weapon we're using. I have no recollection.
What
Why
do
is
you
my tongue out? I guess I'm high on drugs. It's been so long since I played, over a month. I don't remember what we're doing.
That's a good clip.
Throat slicer? I guess this is really good, huh? I don't even remember getting this. The throat slicer? Yeah, I don't remember.
Talk about a meaningful playthrough.
Huh. Okay. Yeah, I don't even know where we are.
I will go live as soon as he hits YouTube mode. We're still not in YouTube mode. YouTube
Okay, are we ready?
Yeah.
Here we go.
You don't change anything, so.
Hello, everyone. Well, welcome back. For those of you who are tuning back into my playthrough of Fallout 4, the next-gen run, it's been on hiatus for a bit, over a month, where I did a little bit of a departure, played some different games like the Elden Ring DLC and the like, and now we're coming back to this. I believe are we still in Nuka World? I think we are, right?
Nuka World?
Yeah. Search the tunnels, search the funhouse, search the theater. Kitty Kingdom is covered in radioactive mist, and a strange voice that haunted me over the park announcement
You could be
system.
Shadowban. What's your name?
I should look for the
Or like,
source
give me
of
your
the
first
voice.
three
Okay.
letters. Don't tell me your name, but.
So we are going to go check out these various different things.
I don't want you to totally out
totally
yourself.
Forgotten what we were doing. And I think I have auto health regen, right? So I don't need to heal or anything, right? Man, this is this will be interesting to try to remember what we're doing.
Okay, we're going
away
live.
For over a month.
Live.
Is that his name?
Woo, mama! Things are looking up.
Doing?
Things are looking up. Don't worry, guys. This is gonna save the business. We have 230 viewers. We're gonna save the business.
Platforming. Well, we go through that hole there too.
Say something in chat.
Wonder what that hole is. Maybe that's if you fall in. That's where you go to come back up.
I'll let you know. Things are looking up, and when I say things are looking up, things are looking done. All right.
That again. Yeah.
I am out.
Yeah, so
it's
we
been
don't have to do that
real.
again.
A lot of fun.
Skip the platform.
We had a lot of fun here. Okay. We had a lot of fun.
Performing room.
We got some deep lore though. Being honest, we got some deep lore. We got some Jaha references. We got some Joon the King talk. We got to be pretty happy with that, how it turned out. Oh, we're talking about Jade in chat. Hold on. I did see that. Any signs of Jade?
I guess the question is, would you consider me a paranormal content creator? And if you do, why?
Shut up about the irate gamer.
Trying to cause, like, a feeling of vertigo.
Oh, my God. All right, I thought I could handle this. I cannot.
It's a dead end. Oh, look. Perfect. Scav issue number 3, 10% hand-to-hand.
I'm done. All right, you're all legends. I will not be streaming tonight because Stardew. Come on, man, you can't do that. But tomorrow we might do pre-stream. We'll see. At the very least, we'll see us on Wednesday. For that being said, so you're all legends. Thanks for hanging out today, and I'll redirect you somewhere, to someone that is still watching this. All right. So you'll have a great day. Thanks for hanging out. Bye.
do 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 do.